It's starting. This needs shoulder pads so I don't look like a linebacker. Hey, y'all, it's Mama Beth. I'd like to thank everybody that came from Pirate Calypso's chat and everybody who's been waiting on me to do some Sunday sauce. I haven't shared this recipe before. Now, I haven't even given this to my daughter, so you should feel pretty special. We're going to talk about a lot of things. My glasses are readers. I have my good glasses. Lord, I got enough blush on. Kill somebody. My normal glasses I wear when I don't wear my contacts. But these are just my reading glasses. Now, let me open up my YouTube and go to my channel. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful night tonight. I know I am. I'm in a good mood. And go to my channel. Oh, and there it is. Sorry, Pirate. I know I didn't mute it first. Hi, Clancy. Let me pop this chat out, dolls. Oh, pop it out. And you probably can't tell, but I am on my weight loss journey. And some people don't know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to weight loss. Oh, you can crash diet all you want, but exercise all you want, and it won't help you. Bullshit. The only thing that's going to make you lose weight, and isn't it funny how someone was crying a month ago, don't get gastric bypass. Oh, it's the worst thing I ever did. And now she's giving diet advice. Come on. I had gastric bypass, lost over 200 pounds. Yes, I have gained some back, and it seems to all be in my shoulders. But you know what? It takes a real asshole to say to somebody, oh, she looks fat after she went through all that. You know what? I lost a bunch of weight. I've lost more than a lot of people do, and I'm proud of myself. And I'm not going to down anybody else. Certainly not someone who's dieting and exercising and trying to do it without gastric bypass. But I'm going to move on because I think that crazy bitch is in love with me, just to be honest. I've had a lot of people say, she can't stop talking about you. So I'm going to quit talking about her. Now, I'm going to take a few balls in my mouth. Yes, you can pop my balls in your mouth all the day long. They are that good. And yes, to some people's consternation, I am going to cook some meatballs because I have some care packages to send out. And Steve, if you want one, you better let me know. Hi, Emily Marie. Hi, Steve, Clancy, Joseph. Love you too, baby. And guess who? Hey, Unit. Will be. What's this chat about? Well, we're going to be cooking tonight. Now, let me turn this around a little bit so you can see what's on my stove. There you go. That makes it a little bit easier. In my large pot, I got a little ahead of everybody. I have 7 cans of diced tomatoes. They're the large cans. I think they're 28 ounce. And I use canned tomatoes in the winter when I can't get a hold of fresh tomatoes. In the summertime, I will steam them, peel them. Romas are the best if you want to really make good tomato sauce. And what I do is I make a big pot and then I freeze it in gallon-sized hefty bags. Then I've got it for however long. And then I make another batch. But we ran out. So I'm going to have to make some more. So we have 7 large cans, the 28 ounce cans of diced tomatoes. You can use whatever brand you like. I usually get the Kroger brand because honestly, it's about the same price. It's not really cheaper, but they're better. And I just find them to be better quality, better taste. It's more to my taste. Okay. What pirate guy is rude? What? Did I miss something? Let's not be picking on my pirate. Y'all know pirate is my girl. Don't do nothing to my mods and don't do nothing to my friends. We don't troll in this chat. That's something that a lot of people don't understand. Like there are chats that welcome you coming and fighting in the chats. If you're new to my chat, and my mods will tell you, hey, Vintage Gal, my mods will tell you, we don't troll, we're not rude, we're not evil to each other. This is a chat to get laid back and laugh at all the bullshit. Because let's face it, there's a lot of crap that goes on YouTube, and we all need a break from it. So this is where you get it. Now, I'm in my rolly stool. As you all know, I don't walk very well. I have issues with RA and in my back. So, and Lauren Doll, I'm sorry, I'm having to talk about not feeling well or having something wrong with me, but I'm in my rolly stool. And you know what? It has made the biggest difference in my life. If you haven't been able to stand in your kitchen and cook like you want, get one of these, Walmart, 60 bucks. I'm going to go get a drink. Be right back. Y'all look at the mess that's on my cabinet. Oh, Lord, on my counter. Where is my Gatorade? Y'all know I'm addicted to Gatorade. I got Diet Coke, too. Here we go. I am married to a wonderful man who keeps me stocked in Gatorade. All right. Now, let's start this show. We talked about how many tomatoes we put in, the canned tomatoes. But you need something else. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to put my spices and my salt and pepper and all that in there. But you need tomato paste. Now, why? Because your tomatoes aren't going to go completely smooth, even if you use one of these. But you'll see me and just, all I need is a pot coming down on my head. To puree. I love this thing. I make bisque with it. I make all sorts of soups and stews. Love it, love it, love it. Who is dinging me? Steve said, yeah, send him some. So you'll get a care package too, Steve. I got to plug this up. Hold on just a second. But you need to add tomato paste, not just for flavor, but for consistency and for color. And it just makes an altogether better sauce. So let me plug this up. Got to roll over. And I love this new thing my husband got. If I can work it, what am I doing wrong? I cannot get it to plug in. There we go. All right. So I'm pulling everything else out of the socket, damn it. All right, there we go. And plug this back in. Why am I having trouble with plugs tonight? There we go. All right. What you do with your tomato paste, and as you can see, only bitching in my kitchen is by me. So anybody else that wants to fuss or argue can get out. Tomato paste, you can buy brand name, or I buy Kroger. I buy Food Line, whatever. These are just small cans of tomato paste. I'm going to use 2 of them. But I'm also going to use a can of tomatoes, and these are whole peeled tomatoes. People want to say potatoes. And I'm just going to put them in the pot. And then I'm going to put my tomato paste out. And the reason I'm doing this now is because as this starts cooking, I'm going to add it in. And you want to add it in slow. You don't want to just throw all your shit in a pot and go. That's no fun, is it? And yes, y'all are going to get to see me make my meatballs. And I don't have a ring on this finger. So I don't think anybody can get upset. I took my ring off the last time, but oh my Lord. Have y'all ever seen such bullshit that came out of me making meatballs and dropping them directly in boiling sauce? By the way, if you Google it, that's the right way to do it. I had to get on there and explain it. Also, I had to explain that we didn't kill cats. My dad killed feral cats to protect ours back in the 70s on a farm. But can we not go into that anymore? I don't kill cats. We donate to the rescues and the shelters. Lord. There's a separate cat shelter here, in fact, that we send things to. Anyway, so I got my tomato paste. It's in there. Okay. If you don't have one of these, get one. It's great. you can chop all sorts of shit up. Now, you take it slow. You get on a tomato. And go down. My dog's gonna come right. Okay, and then as it starts going, you can start lifting and stirring and squashing and pureeing. Doesn't that sound dirty? And it's doing a pretty good job. I'll show you in a minute. And I get all the layers. Oh, there's one. Almost got away from me. I want to make sure that I get all of them, because the little boogers slip away. Now, I could use diced tomatoes, but I want the whole ones. There's different flavors with different cuts, and especially if it's in a can. Now, if you're using fresh tomatoes, which I always recommend, use the Romas. Don't use the beefsteak. But you can cut them up. This is just easier to do, to be honest. See how it sounds different? You can tell it's not hitting anything. Okay, I'm done with that. Aren't you glad? Gets annoying, doesn't it? All right, now let me show you what I did. I'm going to set this down. I'll have to clean the stove later. It looks like a very thick spaghetti sauce, which it is. You know, if I'd added the spices to this, you could eat it on your pasta or bread or with your meatballs or whatever. Okay, let me check the chat. I'm dizzy with the flu. Is it Sunday? Oh, honey, Blanche Devereaux, I'm just so sorry. You're cooking red sauce wearing all white. You're brave. You know what? I always am wearing white, and I kind of have a thing for white sweaters. And yeah, it gets me in trouble sometimes. Clorox pens, Tide pens, OxyClean, thank God for. Okay, yeah, people pick everything. By the way, this is for Stewie and Stewie alone. I told you I had it beside me in the kitchen. Here's my chopper. Okay, notice that it's not my roommate's or my husband's or anybody else's. This is mine. This was one of my Christmas presents. So, Stewie, this is for you. Sauce is the same color. You're, you know, pretty close. But here's my baby. And, you know, like I say, I don't have to lie about what I got, you know, or call somebody else to ship mine. Now, let's set her back up there. I named her Lucille. I don't know if y'all watched that stream, but yeah, my gun's named Lucille. And I think y'all probably know why. Oh, hey, Lisa, I love you too. See, Stewie, I told you I put it in there. Okay, we're going to turn this on. Now, here's the most important part. You cannot redo a whole pot if you screw up. So don't, all right? Don't put too much salt. You can always add salt later when you taste it, when it's cooked long enough. You can always add more salt. You can add more oregano. And for God's sakes, don't turn it up on high. You'll just scorch it. Literally, tomatoes have a lot of acid in them, or highly acidic. If you turn the heat up too high, any kind of pan, metal pan, you know, it's going to scorch. I've seen it scorch in the, what do you call it, the nonstick pans. I don't use those. You know, they're not really good to cook with. I like stainless steel, but it will scorch. So what I do, I've got it on about 2.5, and I'm going to stir it up real nice. See, I've got all of these in here, and it's already started a little bit. I cheated. I cooked a little bit before. But I've got all that in here, and I'm going to let it cook down a little bit, and then I'm going to add this. Before it cooks down, let's start. We're going to put all the goodies in it. And then while it's cooking, I'm going to roll meatballs. Since y'all love watching me roll meatballs. Now, for a pot this size, I'm going to use just under 2 teaspoons of salt, because I don't want to over salt it. I don't like really, really salty sauce. I don't like salty anything. You know, I don't know. It's just me. If you like it salty, salt it later. You know, you can always salt it when it's on your blooming plate. And yes, I have fat arms. I'm not ashamed of mine. You know what? There you go. There's 1 rounded tablespoon. And we're going to do 2. Okay, just nice 2 tablespoons. And remember how much we have in here. We have 7 large diced tomatoes. And then I have probably about the same, 2 28 ounces of just tomato juice. I forgot to tell you that. Just tomato juice, plain. Okay, so there I've got my salt in. The next is oregano. Now this is ground oregano. So it's going to give, if you use a leaf oregano, you're going to see little specks in there, yeah, but this is going to give you a fuller flavor, you know, unless you're like on your 2nd day or 3rd day, which everybody knows that Italian food, pizza, spaghetti, all sorts of stuff tastes better the 2nd day. You know why? Because the spices have settled in more. The spices get fuller. Now, with the oregano, I'm going to use, because this is ground, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon. And now I adjust, because remember, tomatoes are not all made the same. There you go. You can have tomatoes the same amount, tomato juice the same amount, and you'll be like, it's missing something. Learn to follow your taste buds. Remember how I say it? Play with your food. Play with your food. If it needs a little more salt, if it needs a little more black pepper, a little more oregano, I'm going to put basil and garlic and all sorts of stuff. This is a new one, damn it. Can't get in it. I wish I had a sponsorship from a spice company, because I tell you what, I go through enough of them. Oh. Even when I was sick, I was still cooking. I was like, I'm running out of stuff. You're going to go to the store, and I ain't going. So I use 1 tablespoon of black pepper. My husband likes it this way, and I like it that way. And I'm not allergic to black pepper. Black pepper is actually not a fruit. It's the seeds. And so it's very different from like your green peppers, your cayennes, your jalapenos, and things like that. Those are the fruits, and I'm allergic to them. So I have to avoid those, but I can have black pepper. Here's a new thing of garlic. All right. Shit. I say shit a lot. I'm sorry if it offends anybody. I think we've all heard worse. We've all heard me say worse. I let out a few F-bombs. Oh, by the way, I need to say my F-bomb for Patrick. Fuck. That's for him. Because if you don't know Patrick, he's a friend of mine. He's been a friend since I first got on Twitter, before I was even on YouTube, before I was even really watching YouTube. And he was a good friend, and he encouraged me to do this. All right, 2 tablespoons of garlic. Remember, you got a lot of stuff in here. You got a lot of mater in there. So you have to make it taste good. Okay. Now, I'm going to use half a tablespoon of basil. The reason I put the basil in, it gives it a little sweetness. It's a sweet basil. It gives it a little touch. And people, when they eat the sauce, they go, what is that? That tastes a little different, and it's good. So I put a little, that's my secret. I put a little bit of basil, sweet basil in there. And about half a tablespoon. Probably should write this recipe down. Oh, that's a little more I wanted. Probably should write this recipe down, right? Okay. Somebody said, oh, I need your recipe. I said, oh, I'm going to have to write it down in the description, because I do it every time by rote. I've talked about, I had a little bit of sage. Now, the sage will go with any kind of meat that you have. If you're going to put this over meatballs, especially, mine are half hamburger and half sausage. So it makes it real good. But I just like a little touch of sage. So about half a teaspoon, or half tablespoon, excuse me. But I've talked about my Italian neighbor, and, you know, I love different kinds of, not quite half. Maybe a third. Y'all see that? By a third. We don't want too much. We don't want to pile it on. But the neighbor lady that I had was so kind and so generous. She would, I grew up in the kitchen. I mean, I grew up in my granny's kitchen, my daddy's kitchen. You know, at home, when we ate, whether dad cooked or mom cooked, they both cooked. My dad better than my mom sometimes. But but my mom has things that she could really make well. Like, you'll never beat my mom's potato salad. I don't give a shit who you are. At my wedding, I gave the caterers her recipe. When she tasted it, she said, that tastes just like mine. I said, and everybody said, because it is yours. Because I made such a huge deal about it. But so having a neighbor that would take me in and teach me her ways of doing things was so important to me. It made me feel very special and feel very loved. And I was away from my parents, my grandparents. And so it was really nice. Now let me read the chat. Do I like the minced garlic in a jar? No, I'd rather have, if I'm going to use powder, I'll use powder. I use powder in this because it's just easier to measure, because you can say add 1 clove, add 2 cloves, and cloves are different sizes and different garlic, different strength. So I use powder, but the minced in a jar, I don't know, that's just like cheating to me. Does that sound crazy? I mean, I use the powder, or I use fresh pressed. I've got a garlic press and I use it, you know, but when I'm using it, I have to be, well, my husband has to do the squeezing because my hands just aren't strong enough. But I have to be real careful and taste as we go along. So if I'm using like raw meat or anything like that, I can't use minced garlic. Now, if I'm making something like what we call a wet salad, like potato salad, egg salad, something like that, ham salad, yeah, you can use that. It works just as well, but you better taste it, because I've never found the consistency of two things of it, and I have tried it. I've never found it to be exact. So I just use the powder, or crush my own garlic. Now, I've got all those spices, and you have to wipe down the side. Notice that I'm using a wooden spoon. A wooden spoon will not react with acidic foods. Okay, this is what you need if you're cooking sauces and you're using anything that's very acidic or very basic. You know, one way or the other on that scale, above or below 7, you want to have a wooden spoon. It does not react. So, little bit of chemistry. Can't you tell my dad taught chemistry? I always try to explain to people the reasons behind things. Okay, I'm going to let that sit. Oh, that's going to be, you can smell it already, all those spices. And it smells really, really good. And I'll be proud of that. I will add this later. Now, after this is good and warmed up, it's not even really warm yet. So let's see what's going on before I wash my hands and get to making meatballs. Oh, thank you, doll baby. Thank you for saying I'm a natural on the camera. You know what? I have been on camera since I was little. And I've always loved being on stage. And I guess the first time, well, I'd done some commercials for different things that I was in. But the first time I was really on, we were doing a telethon. And normally they had me sing and dance. But on this one, I did a tap dance to Putting on the Ritz. If y'all remember that song, you know, putting on the Ritz, da 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 da. Okay, well, I've tapped. I started taking dance lessons when I was like 3.5, 4. Anyway, so I was on TV doing that. And I just wonder who has the tape. Somewhere out there, there's the tape of me. And it looked like I had a tux on. And I wore my dad's bow tie, and I had a little black outfit on with a little white shirt underneath. It was really cute. But that was the first time. But, you know, I've done radio work and, you know, television here and there. And I've directed a little bit of it, too. And I really enjoyed it. Oh, let's see. What had you never thought? Oh, God. Dee, are you still having a migraine? Oh. I end up taking migraine Excedrin, the Excedrin migraine. Why am I saying things backwards? I'm dyslexic. Dyslexic. Get it? Dyslexic. Bad joke. But I take that because No pain pills really help. You know, I put ice on the back of my neck, lay down in a dark room, and they said in migraine, it does the trick. And it when I'm having a lot of joint pain, I use that too. It works better than a lot of the crap they're trying to put on us. I wish they'd just give us regular meds for it. It's not like we're abusing it. Oh, by the way, watch Julie and Julia, the movie, again this week, because my husband for Valentine's Day got me pearls. And there's a story behind these. While this is warming up, I'm going to tell you the story. Y'all want to hear a story? Peppermint oil, yeah. Camphor, singing. I was. Okay, I'm doing good, Dee. I hope your head's not hurting. No, Motrin doesn't work. Tylenol's not worth the shit. Someone call me. Pearl, I would, except for on this, and I honestly don't know how to switch to Hangouts to call, but if you want to come up, you're welcome. In fact, if anybody wants to come up and talk, they're welcome to do it. But anyway, I was telling you about this. I watched Julie and Julia because I love Julia Child, and I love pearls. In case you all haven't noticed, I have a lot of different pearl necklaces. I have ones that are really, really long that are like, I think they're 80 inches, and I loop them around twice, and if I wore something necklace, I would throw them on my, so they'd hang down my back. I love stuff like that. And I love the different lengths. I have all different lengths. Well, a boyfriend about 17 years ago, that's how long it's been, bought me, he was in, I think he was in Thailand or Vietnam. He was an airline pilot. Anyway, he bought me a set of pearls that had gold balls between them, gold beads between them. And they were a really nice set of pearls. Not gonna lie. Problem was, I quit dating him, of course, and you know, I had the pearl necklace. My daughter kept stealing it. She kept taking it and wearing it. Well, she was like working as a hostess at Ruby Tuesdays wearing pearls that were worth more than her car was. And I was getting pretty pissy with her. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much all I do is sit on my ass and talk and cook meatballs. You must be one of somebody who got their little feelers hurt, friends. Anyway, yeah, so she kept stealing them, and I kept taking them back, and it was just a war. So finally, a couple years ago, I said, you know, you've wanted those pearls since you were 15, and she said, yes, I have. Mom, please let me have. So I gave them to her, and they're hers now. Well, for Valentine's Day, you know, and I've got the different lengths. He bought me these, and they're pearls with the gold balls in between. And he got me the matching earrings, so he won out. So I'm very proud. But Julia Child always wore her pearls in the kitchen. So I think I'll do my Julia Child's impersonation with my pearls, and we're going to make meatballs. We're going to make Italian meatballs. Spicy meatballs. I've got big balls. You've got big balls. But I have the biggest balls of them all. I bet that'll end up in a clip somewhere. Oh, Lord. Get that bitch out of here. She's crazy. Thank you, my cuffs, my husband. Like I say, he's good. David Yerman, David Yerman, David Yerman. Tiffany. So he has good taste in jewelry. I'm very pleased. He knows that I love it. What'd you say? If I had someone that nice, I sell that shit and buy me a truck. We've got 3 vehicles. I've got a Corvette and a Malibu and a Toyota 4Runner. What the hell? I don't need a truck. We could sell one of the others. In fact, my husband sold his truck, so. But still, I hope you get the truck you want. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands real quick. I'm going to roll over there, and you all talk just amongst yourself. And I'm going to get all the meat. I'll be right back. She's got big balls. He's got big balls. But I've got the biggest balls of them all. I think I've been out too long. I'm getting stupid. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Oh. Get a knife. Get my sausage. Get my hamburger. And Roll my ass back. Woohoo! Okay. How are we going to do this? All right, I'm going to put this here. And he got Bob Evans sausage. And I don't know why, because I always get Jimmy Dean. Honestly, I love Jimmy Dean sausage. I think it works best. It has just the right amount of fat ratio to it. No lie. Y'all know I tell you. All right, let me get this up here. Get my bowl right here. Okay, let me show you this. It's my granny's bowl. I used to have one that was a little smaller. Can't find it. I'm mad. But I'll get another one. I got to go to an auction. You have to go to estate auctions to get stuff like that. So I will. All right. Let's put my sausage in. These are my good knives that he got me as part of my birthday. Love it. You know what? That bitch was probably hungry and wish she'd had a meatball. Or a ball at all. Somebody go ball her. Yeah. And put that there. So we'll put the sausage in first. And my husband is in bed, sleeping soundly. I don't know if you all do this, those of you who cook or work night shift. I know Izzy does sometimes. I'll see her, you know, up and she's working. That's right, Lisa. Nobody messes with mama. Okay, this is 2.5 pounds of lean ground beef. And that's two tubes of sausage. And then this, because we're making a lot of meatballs. Everybody wants my balls. I just love saying that. That's so naughty. Oh, let me wash my hands off. Okay. Now, I have no ring on and I have washed my hands. So it's good and clean. My apron's clean. Let me pull my sleeve up. I don't need meat sauce and meat juice in my sweater. By the way, somebody asked me where I got my sweaters from. I shop online a lot. This came from the Gap. And love it. This is one of my favorites. It's off-white, but I like it. But hi, Chi Mama. Yes, I do. Damn it, Beth. Tell me about the damn stove. What stove? What did did I have amnesia to tell you about the stove? What was I saying about the stove? You better. The stove. Come on, meatball haters. How do you hate a meatball? How do you hate a meatball? Meatballs are in every type of ethnic cooking. You have to be pretty damn stupid to get mad about a meatball. I'm going to have shirts made. Steve, I need that. Steve-O, I need that picture. You need to do it for me because I'm going to have t-shirts made. And I want all y'all to buy one. I have no idea. How many people are in here? Can somebody tell me? Oh, the special sauce. That's the love that Mama puts in her meatballs. That's just the love. You're such a shit. Oh, Lord. You like turkey or beef meatballs? You know what? I have done ground turkey before. It takes some different spices, I should say. I use more sage in it because the sausage already has sage. So, I'm going to wipe my hand off. Ugh. Now I've got to add my spices. If you're doing a pound of hamburger and 1 pound of sausage, you're going to need to do some mathematics. And I don't do math. So I do this I cook by heart, some by math, but I don't do conversions. And don't ask me what the metric is. Oh, God. We had an argument in here one day. What's a cup and what's a half a cup? And yeah, we're all confused by the end of it. 154. I have, it says 61, 58, 150. You're such an ass. Stewie, I'm going to whip your butt. Almost 200. If I had almost 200 in here, I'd have a lot more draws probably. Okay. Go put my garlic in. Now remember, there's 2.5 pounds of burger. And then there's 2 things of sausage. So my garlic. Oh. And my phone's going off. I can't look at it right now. Garlic. I'm going to use on this tablespoon. And it's going to cover it. You see how nicely that covers it? Tablespoon. I'm not going to over spice these because I want them to soak up the flavor of the sauce. Now, we know the sausage has a little sage. I'm going to add a little bit more for the hamburger. I hate getting these damn things off. Did I do my F-bomb for Patrick? I do believe I did, but I'll give him another one. Oh, fuck. Get that thing off of there. Okay, I'm going to use half a teaspoon. And if I had a brain, I might use the half teaspoon. You see that? Woo! Okay, I'm not putting that thing back on there. It's fine, yeah. Okay, let's put a little bit of oregano. And once again, we're using ground oregano. This is my new one because I knew I was going to run out. You know what? Somebody asked me, they said, if you ask for gifts, which I don't, anything that is super chatted to my channel, except for the iron skillets and the dog bone. By the way, Steve, I got to take a picture of the dogs with that bone. And thank you for that. But other than those, any money that I make from my channel, which has been a good amount, goes to my dog rescue. Well, it's dog and cat rescue. And we've helped save and feed and put blankets on a lot of babies and giving them toys and bones. Okay, this is oregano. We want the meatballs to match, but not overpower the sauce. But there's a lot of meat in here, remember. Come on, you little shit. All right, so 1 teaspoon of ground oregano. Once again, I'm using ground, not leaf. Not the ground up leaves. This is actually a powder, and you want that so it goes all through the meat. Black powder. Sounds like I'm going to do a reload, doesn't it? Nah. By the way, I heard, and I'm going to do half a tablespoon because there is so much in this sausage. I heard that new Ariana Grande song, Next. Really, really like it. And I like some pop music, not all pop music, but I like that. I don't like all of her stuff, but that was good. Except for, why should I say the F word? I'm so fucking thankful for my ex. I mean, I could have put something else in, but maybe she wanted to be edgy. Okay, salt. Now, salt is the spice of life, 1 full tablespoon. And that should be good. I think we've put everything in there that we need. All right. You ready? Nom, 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 nom. If you hate a meatball, there's something wrong with you. If you hate a meatball, you never had my best. I need a song about meatballs. We need a song. Okay, what's going on while I'm mixing? I don't do recipes. I just go, you know, a lot of times I'll get in here and I just get in the kitchen and find, you know, like in the fridge, what do I got? What am I going to play with? Like I say, play with your food. If you see a recipe and you're like, that looks good, but I don't like that part of it. I don't like the flavor of that. Play with your food. Make it yours. You got to eat it, right? You and your family got to eat it. Now, as I'm looking at this, it's blending nicely. It's going to take a while. I'm going to put it on my lap because that's hard reaching up there. All right. There is this account. And she's funny. She said I was schizo for saying that I thought she was funny when she makes fun of me. And I told her she wasn't funny at one time and I kind of blocked her. But then I unblocked her and I look at her stuff. Lauren Dahl. I'm not schizophrenic. Promise you that. I've been tested. I've been tested for everything. But you kind of have to when you go in my field. But no, I just think you're funny. And I don't think you're too mean. You know, some people get too mean. And I'll just say this, and then I'm going to drop that subject. If someone comes to you, which I did, with the 2 accounts, and I never named the 2 accounts, if you remember. Like what? If you're a parody channel or you make fun and you have, you know, comedy or whatever, even if you're not funny to some people, you're funny to others, you know, whatever. But if the person that you're doing the parody of, or you're making the cartoon of, or you're just making videos on, and you're an asshole about it, if they come to you and they say, hey, can you please take that down? It's upsetting to me. It's upsetting to my family. It's upsetting to my subs. People don't like it, and, you know, just take it down. Listen and be respectful. You know, that's one of the reasons I love Stewie. And y'all say whatever you want about other people, but let me tell you, Stewie is a gentleman, and I'll vouch for that. Stewie, how long you been on here? You've been on here several months, way before Christmas. Before Thanksgiving, I believe. He has never once done anything out of line. Other than, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't even comment other than giggle. And you can tell he's smoking his bomb. But he just giggles. But he plays back what people put up. He doesn't change the commentary. He doesn't make fun of their looks, their weight, their personality, what they're talking about. He's a gentleman. And you know what? I've asked Stewie twice to take some down. Once that was hurting one of my friends because it was the person on there was being very, very disrespectful to my friend. And then the other time it was because the comments were getting out of hand. And he did right away. No problem. So that's what I want to say. Somebody, you know, if you want to make light of creators, fine. We put a lot of work into the things we do. And yeah, we have opinions, and sometimes they don't fall in line with everybody else's. That's fine. But if a creator asks you to take it down, take it down. And if you don't, expect action, you know. I asked the 2 channels that I'm having an issue with multiple times. And I mean, the one person I asked probably about 8 times on every video that they made about me before I blocked them on Twitter. I've asked them through their friends. I've asked them in live streams that we were in together. Please take those videos down. And they didn't listen. And, you know, then, so finally I'm having to take action, you know, when you can't follow the guidelines, terms of service, and there are terms of service, and you can't, and you can't be decent, you know. People are like, oh, you made death threats. I made, what, 4 or 5 tweets that were taken down immediately, and I apologized for them, and I put a truce with the person, and I don't talk about her, and she don't talk about me, and that's fine. You know what? It hurt her feelings, upset her, but they were taken down immediately. Why can't someone give me that courtesy? Drop them down. If I ask you to take it down, take it down. I took down those tweets. And I'll take down, if I make a video that hurts someone, hurts their feelings, hurts their ego, or is just mean, ask me, I'll take it down. All my videos are up. All my videos are monetized. You know why? Except for a couple that dealt with domestic violence. And the reason they're up and they're monetized is because I don't deliberately go after people and I don't have vulgar content. And, you know, oh, Vinny G's come in. What's cooking? Meatballs and sauce. I'm making my Sunday sauce. I give them the recipe and I'm making more meatballs. I've had requests from people who want my meatballs. So I'm going to send them care packages. And Vinny takes down all of his streams. I will say that. Some of his streams get really outrageous, and he's pissed me off, and he's done some ugly things. And Vinny, you should be ashamed of yourself for that. Be a nicer person. I like when you're nice, Vinny. You know, when you're being all mean and all that, let's change the channel. But when you're being funny, and you're playing music, and your head's bopping, and, you know, all that, that's the Vinny that I like to watch. I don't know about anybody else. But, you know what? And I understand that he's your friend, but I didn't name him, did I? But he knew he was guilty. I didn't have to do anything except say that, you know, there was going to be action taken. And you know what? If he's your friend, then shouldn't he respect your other friends? That's what I always think, you know, because I have a lot of friends on here, and if someone's being mean to them, I go, hey, you know, I get it, you don't like them. And you don't have to like everybody, but I'm my friend too. Maybe not. So, you know, but I'm not going to tell anybody what to do until it comes to the point that it has with 2 channels. And, you know, and then it's my legal right under YouTube, you know, to get the law involved, you know, to get a lawyer and, you know, ask YouTube to remove it because it's wrong, you know. And, you know, yeah, Benny, give Stewie a wrench. Yeah, please respect me and respect everybody in the chat, Benny. Be nice. Okay. Let me get a plate. As you can see, this is getting nice and thick. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's getting good. Just wait till it cooks down a little bit and see how I'm stirring. When you stir, and this is a good trick. When you're stirring and you use this wooden spoon, zigzag. Go around one side and then back and forth and back and forth. That way you're touching every part of the bottom of the pot. Okay? And after you do that, you get to the other side, then go around the edges and then go in a circle in smaller concentric circles until you get to the middle. And that way nothing sticks. Makes sense, huh? Okay. I'll be right back. Gotta get a platter. Rolling. Rolling. There we go. Get these. Okay, we're gonna make some meatballs and keep stirring our sauce. And I'm gonna keep taking questions from the chat. And if anybody would like to come up, if anybody wants to come up, let me know. I'll send you a link. If I have you on Twitter, just let me know. I know, baby. I love you, Stewie. You know, Tonica, I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, but we're all sensitive to words, are we not? I mean, that's how we communicate, right? So we're sensitive to words and dates. And once again with the meatballs, we're going to make a meatball about the size of a golf ball. Look at that. Oop, I got a little hole in it. I got a hole in my ball. Roll a little more. Okay, I'm going to pull this a little closer, see if I can do it without knocking everything off. And that way I can read. Thank you, Lisa. And I will always do the same for you. Lisa is my adopted daughter, in case y'all don't know. She's my girl. I love my Lisa. And she calls me Mama. And I call her my daughter. And she's a sweetheart. And if you're not subbed to her channel, you're on every Friday. Are you doing Wednesdays yet? Because she's on Fridays. I think she's at 8:15, 8:30. I can't even remember. I just wait for the notification. And I'm so used to seeing the notification come up. And then I just pop on over. Unless I've got my hands in meatballs. because obviously, y'all see I sit on my ass and make meatballs and sauce all day and talk. People kill me. They think that shit gets to you. You know, do I like any other electrolyte drinks? I'll be honest with you. When I had my gastric before I had my gastric bypass, I drank a lot of Powerade. I didn't really drink much Gatorade, and I certainly didn't drink the sugar-free version. You know, I just drank regular Gatorade because if you are a diabetic, you know your electrolytes go low, and you know, we're always running a pig. We lose potassium, magnesium, blah 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 blah. Y'all know the drill. This one's a little big, but that's all right. So I could drink Powerade. I could drink pretty much anything. And the flavored waters that had it in, you couldn't taste it. Now, we had the worst time. I've had my gastric bypass for over 3 years. And it was a nightmare. My best friend came and stayed with me. And Ty, if you're watching, I love you. And she came and stayed with me. We tried every flavor of Powerade and, oh God, you name it. She and my poor husband both were running to the store trying to find me something that I could drink. And I think we did orange juice, watered way down. But then that wasn't doing well enough because my sugar was crazy. When you're healing, your sugar goes nuts. Then we found Gatorade Orange Light. Now, that's not like this is the G0. But I found it, and I was like, oh my God. We buy it by the case. Literally, it has 50 calories in it. And if you're losing a lot of water and you're losing a lot of weight, you need, with the diabetes, you need just a little bit to carry you over, you know, because you're not eating. And I certainly wasn't eating. And I wasn't on solid foods for about 4 months. So I've never heard of anybody being on solid food before they leave the hospital. My doctor hasn't either. But anywho, so we've stuck with the Gatorade. And the pink raspberry lemonade, that's good too. And oh yeah, but Lisa has been very sick. Lisa, you want to come up? You're welcome to come up if you feel like it. Are you going to give Marla and Brian a meatball? They always get a meatball. Every time we eat, they get something we're eating. They had steak tonight, so the little bastards aren't getting raw meatballs here. But yeah, anybody that wants to come up, you just let me know. You can come up. You don't have to turn your camera on. You can just talk. But the blue Powerade, I tried it. There was something that the tang of it, I don't know. Couldn't do it. But, you know, that's okay. We all have different tastes. You know, we all have things that we can tolerate and other things that we don't. But yeah, anybody knows me knows I've got a Gatorade. Now, I sometimes drink Diet Coke. Can't stand Diet Pepsi. But if my stomach is very upset, I will shake the carbonation out of a Diet Coke. And this is a trick that another bariatric patient told me. Shake the carbonation out so it doesn't bother your stomach and drink a Diet Coke. And it will calm your stomach. I'm like, what? And my surgeon's like, you don't have any Coke. You don't have soda. He's Chinese. No, not for you. And he's like, so I love him and I do that accent. And he's like, you sound just like me. I'm like, okay. But anyway, I said, but what if I shake the carbonation out? And he was like, okay. And I tried it. And so when I'm grabbing my Phenergan or my Zofran, I will get a decarbonized Diet Coke. And it works. Now, it may not work for everybody else, but it does for me, and I'm very happy for it. Let's see. Yeah, 8:45. That's what I thought. 8:45, 9. Y'all all sub to Lisa. She's a doll baby. She has saucy talk. In fact, she needs to put hashtag saucy talk because it can get rather lively in there. And it's definitely age restricted. Mine's not age restricted because I'm just teaching people how to cook. But if you want to go in there, you go. Emily Marie, my mom had gastric bypass. And she had been down to, I know, 20 pounds for the last 4 years. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Oh, congratulations. You know, I'll tell you what happened to me. Steroids. Steroids and different meds that make you gain weight. And yes, it's coming off. I hate hearing that. You had gastric bypass 3 years ago and you've gained all your weight back. No, the fuck I haven't. And I'm not as heavy as you are. I saw you step on the scale, woman. You gained some back. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. I lost it and I'll lose it again, and I am. You know, I cut sugar, carbs, don't eat sweets, say high protein, lots of fresh vegetables, and I've been doing juicing. And juicing is not fruit juice. It's you put like a little lemon or maybe an apple or pear in it, but it's vegetable juices. Oh, my meatballs are getting too big. Oh God, beets taste like dirt. But I found that I like sweet potatoes and celery, and you know, just different things that I found that if I juice, I feel good when I drink, you know, that as a meal replacement. I feel, you know, and my meal portions are extremely small, and like I eat like less than a kid, so you know, that helps. But replacing a meal with juice really does work. You know, we did straight juice for 10 days. I thought I was gonna die. I wanted something to chew, but you know what? I was down 20 pounds. So that was a good kickstart to my metabolism and my fat burning. It was great. And y'all see these pretty meatballs? Pretty meatballs. Bye, dude. Love you. Big hugs. Feel better. Hi, Angie J. How did I miss you? I said, guess who? Let me see. Is this too big? I am losing my eyesight. Y'all, if I don't have my reading glasses on, I can't see anything up close. It's getting bad. And I have bifocal, those no-line bifocals in my glasses, but I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm wearing my contacts, and they don't have bifocals. That's why I've got my readers on my head. But the computer, the laptop is far enough away to where I can actually see it, which is cool. You've been here. I did not see you, doll baby. I am so sorry I didn't say hello sooner. Angie J is one of the sweetest people. I just love her to death. You know, I'm really blessed to have, you know, people come and join my chat and watch now or watch later. I'm grateful, very grateful. And, you know, I don't kick anybody out unless they're being ugly. My mods do that. You know, and a lot of times y'all do it before I even see it. So I'm very grateful for that. But, you know, that's the thing. We have to be grateful for what we have and the friends we have and health, you know, and being able to reason and, you know, the things we do. I love doing this. I could sit in this kitchen, yeah, and make meatballs and sauce all day long. I better stir this sauce. And once again, see how I'm doing it? I'm going back and forth and back and forth. See, just zigzag across. And then I go around the outside and then go in. Keep going circles till I hit the middle. Oh, this is just beautiful. Oh my God, I bet my husband is in there smelling it right now. It's the whole house smells like sauce when I cook. Well, really, when I cook about anything, it's the whole, I mean, he can come through the door and be like, oh my God, I know what we're having, yay. So, if you have, Unitonica reacts, yeah, it's, I'll tell you this, Uni, like I have this account, I have my Bitchin' in the Kitchen account, and then I have one that I haven't even done anything with. It's Mama Beth Reads to Children. It's going to be for children. But when you have accounts that you don't put things on, people consider them troll accounts. Now yours has your name in it, but it's got your picture, but we don't know if that's you really you or if it's a troll. And that's the thing. I put like this, if you come to this one, you'll see the one picture with Bob Gun. That's where on the Isle of Misfit Toys. But you'll see me in a different picture than my normal one on this. So people know that it's me, but it's not a cloned account. What we call a cloned account. You know, and that just helps people be more trusting, you know, because there's too much nefarious crap going on YouTube. I have seen, hey Gypsy, hey doll baby. I have seen so many people, you want some meatballs, honey? Well, you can follow my recipe. Once we get done and I show you how to cook them the right way by dunking them in the hot sauce, then you can make them. But they are delicious. And my family and then the friends that requested them will enjoy them. And I hope they do. I hope they're not too spicy. Spicy meatball. Now, don't put any pepper in. If you like, that's something else I forgot to say. What I mean by the meatballs, if you like spicy stuff and you want to put some cayenne or, you know, some Thai peppers or chilies or whatever, feel free. It's your food. If you like it spicy. My husband, he always adds a little extra pepper. He's got all sorts of different gourmet peppers, like powders that he can use, and yeah, he likes it spicy, and that's fine with me. As long as he's happy, I'm happy. All right, let me move all this stuff out of the way. I got a mess. Okay. Oh Lord, my hands are a little greasy. Please don't drop the meatballs. Okay, I'm just going to set them over here. Okay, now to make some more. Let's see. You did a video on there? Okay. Yeah, we just, Sideshow, take notes. Mama Beth is dropping gang. Oh, silly. I throw one. I have been known to throw a raw meatball before. I've threatened to throw a lot of other things too. I don't have Stewie. I don't have any troll accounts except for it's not even a troll account. It's going to be a children's account, so that's all right. I know people have cloned accounts. There's one, I think it's Mama Best Meatballs, Famous Meatballs. That's not me. It's been in the same chat with me, and besides, really, what I name a channel that. I'm going to the kitchen. Saucy, the way I like women. Well, you're going to get some saucy meatballs. Steve is one of the two people that requested to have a special delivery of meatballs and sauce. So when I get done cooking these, I'll let them cool, because you have to before you freeze anything. I don't know if you know this, but before you freeze things, you need to let them get to room temperature. If you try to freeze them too fast, you'll get freezer burn. So even if it's airtight, it will not taste right. So let it get down to room temperature after you've packaged it up. Like, I let mine cool, and then I put it in the Ziploc bag, like a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, all the stuff. And I let it cool down to room temp, and then I stick it into the freezer. And it freezes beautifully. And then I have, because I'm on Humira, they send these long-lasting ice packs. They last like 3 days, and that's when they have them from, like, their deep freeze. I don't know, like 33 degrees Celsius below zero, whatever. I don't know what the hell it is. Anyway, it lasts like 3 days in shipping, but in my refrigerator, it will last a full 24 hours as an ice pack, and it won't leak. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these made and then freeze them and put ice packs on them, and Steve will be one of the people to get them. My meatballs are growing. I need to make them smaller, because you need them to be right about bite size, just over bite size, golf ball size. If they're too big, it's hard to handle. Then you have to cut it in half. And this way you just pick it up with a fork, shove it in your face. It's much easier. Oh, Lord. Your microwave is squeaking. Well, you just come on, Shauna. You just come on. Get a gold grill like Madonna. That would be funny. Oh, I don't think so. I've had a couple piercings. I've got 2 tattoos. Bet y'all didn't know that. But I had my nose pierced twice. My mom paid me $50 each time to take it out. I took the money. I've had my navel pierced, and before everybody else was getting it done. And I've got 2 tattoos, but I'll keep them private. But actually, I'll tell you the story. I don't know if I've told it before. I may have told it before about my divorce tattoo. Now, my first husband, he's an asshole. He always said, "Oh, putting my request in now for next time." Okay, if you want them next time, because I haven't made that many this time, but if you want them next time, you let me know. Okay, my first husband, he was an asshole. Always said, because my hair's long and it's always been long. It's, you know, it's my waist. It wasn't quite as long when I was married to him. But anyway, he used to say, if you ever cut your hair off short or get a tattoo, that's it. We're getting a divorce. I don't like short hair on women, and I don't like tattoos on women. Well, I left him because he's an asshole. And and we were separated. We had to be separated a year because we have a child together. Unfortunately, I wish she had. My husband now is her daddy because he's an amazing man. So I was thinking, he was giving me shit about signing the divorce papers. And he was like, I was like, come on, really? You know, it's been all this time. I don't ask you for anything. You know, you're sort of a crappy dad. It's not like you're getting anything out of this. Why don't you just sign them, right? And he's like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. He was just messing with me to make me mad. Because that's what he liked to do, make me mad. So I got a lot of stuff thrown at him. Well, there's a bullet hole on the door. But anyway, y'all think killing cats is bad. Anywho, I thought to myself, he used to say if I ever cut my hair or got a tattoo, we'd get divorced. Well, I'm not cutting my hair because I like my hair. And I like long hair on me. I can do whatever I want with it. I can have it up, down, whatever. Plus, my boyfriend at the time liked my hair. So anyway, I said, okay. And I got a friend of mine to go with who went to a tattoo shop. And on my right hip bone is the symbol for Virgo. I am a Virgo. And it looks like an M with an extra little thing. Anywho, and it's all black work. And it's, well, you know, 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Nothing crazy. Just that. Well, he finally agreed to meet me at the whole courthouse, which was a state away now. I was living in another state. He meets me at the courthouse. He's like, I don't know. Are you sure you want to get a divorce? I said, you have to divorce me. He said, what? And I said, because you said if I ever cut my hair or got a tattoo, that you'd divorce me because you didn't like it. And I unzipped my pants and showed him my hip, and I said, now fuck you, sign the papers. And he did. He was laughing. But yeah, he did. I can be a bitch. I know it's a surprise. I know. I seem so kind and sweet and gentle. But yeah. I thought it was funny. I've laughed about that shit for years. 22 years. It's been a great joke. Oh, Lordy. I take it the pups are waiting for you to drop one. Actually, no. They're both asleep. They got steak for dinner, and they promptly, if you go look in the Hangouts, I put a picture. Brian is actually laying in the laundry. I can't fold clothes because he's all stretched out with his belly like that. He's fat and happy. And I have to say, you know, if we're having confession here, and we are, you know, we are, I should never be allowed to trim nails or cut hair on a dog. And I'm embarrassed to put the picture up, but Marlon is a Maltese. He's also 17 years old. And if you try to go at him to cut his toenails, his little nails, his claws, he will rip you to shreds with the few teeth he has left. So, you have a USA tattoo on my stomach. I love you. Oh, that's funny. Oh, my Lord. Stewie, I'd vouch for you. I'd come to the border for you. I call and say, I'm his mom. You let him through. He's faking that accent. I know he smells like weed. It's because his friend smokes it. I'd get you through, honey. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so he bites. Oh, I've tried for forever to cut the poor dog's toenails. He won't let me touch him. He bites me every time. Yes, we've given him doggy Valium. Still doesn't help. And then he won't let you brush him either. Well, he's a Maltese. He's got real long hair and it's got kind of a frizz to it, like a bad perm. So I got the scissors and I'm like grabbing him every time I go by. And I'm trying to cut his hair. He looks like a fucked up Muppet. This dog. There is no, he's going to the vet. They're going to have to knock him out, trim his toes, shave him. Because at this point, there's no trimming this. He's going to get a shave. He's going military style. Oh my God. And it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm just not good at doing that. And I have two different kinds. I have the, you know, petty paws thing that, oh no, the sound of that, he takes off. You can't find him. He's a little dog and it's a big house. You cannot find that damn dog. And then I have the ones that just clip. Oh no, he sees those. He knows what they are. Hi, Samantha. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, doll baby. I appreciate you. Samantha is a wonderful, wonderful person. All right. See how we're stirring? Back and forth. It's getting thicker. Back and forth, back and forth. And then all the way around. Oh my goodness, it is getting really thick. Yay. Yay. It's almost time. See as I pull this up? It's liquidy. Wait a minute. It's liquidy, but it's got chunks of tomatoes. Can you not even see that? Shit, no. See, it's got chunks of tomatoes, but they're not chunks. They're really just, they're cooked down. And that's the way they should be. So I'll keep it right there. Oh, that's going to be so good. Okay, let me finish rolling these. And then I'm going to start adding the tomato paste and the pureed whole tomatoes that we did in the other pot. We're about done with meatballs. Yay! Those meatballs making you hungry? Oh, they're making me hungry too. And I've got more than half a steak. I told my husband, I said, I'm going to make sauce and meatballs, but I'm not doing it till midnight. He said, why? Because I'm tired. And I said, and I'm pissed off. I got the new XS Max phone. I don't know if y'all know about the new iPhone. Okay, well, I've been talking about it. And the other day I was like, okay, I got to get a new phone because my 7 is a piece of shit. And the front was cracked. It was so bad. I mean, it had been rode hard and put up wet. And I was like, I got to get a new one. Which one? And I have to say thank you, Glenda, Angelo. Popped in and said, why not go all out? Get the SS Max. And I said, well, shit, why not? Because y'all know I record with it. I record videos. I record other people's videos. I need evidence. We don't do that anymore. We got smart. Screenshots, pictures. My daughter is a photographer, so I do. Oh, her pictures are so good. And I'm so proud of her. She's loving Mexico. She really does. She just loves it. So if you're going to Mexico, say hi to my kid if you're going to Tulum. But anyway, I thought, well, why not? So my husband says, yeah, okay. I'm like, I love you so much, you know. And I said, can you call the store? Because we don't have an iPhone store. We don't have an Apple store here, and which is weird. There's one all the way in Charleston. But we go through Verizon, so he called. I said, I want it gold. I want the gold one because I didn't like the space covered ones. Did y'all see it? I saw Elvis go into one. What? You saw Elvis go into what? Oh my God, yeah. The clippers on the dogs, no, I will pay the vet to knock them the hell out, to knock Merle the hell out and do the thing, and you know, and then he can get his shots and everything taken care of. You ate a gordita? Oh my God. If you go, you can't come back. You could if you married my kid. And then I'd get 2 grandbabies. Yeah. Y'all know I want grandbabies. Which, you know, hey, just something to think about. I'll send you a picture. Unless you pay $3,500, well, that's not that bad. When my sister comes to visit, we for sure have to set something up so I can meet. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, she won't be here. She's not moving back till summer. I don't think she was going to come back in March because her birthday's in March, and I don't think she's going to be able to make it. So you know what that means, because there's no like post office post thing. She's getting money in a PayPal. So, because we love her and we don't want her to starve, and we want her to have whatever she wants. I'll be back. I'm going to put this in the sink. Rolling. Let me fill it up with some soapy water. And wash my hands. Gotta wash your hands good. Don't want them to, no germs. Yeah. Good deal. Good deal. I'm gonna get a clean towel to put in my lap. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Somebody was, I got sidetracked. Y'all know. I've got ADHD, and for real, diagnosed. And yes, I have my prescription in there. I did not take any tonight. That's why I can't remember anything. Somebody said, you know, I don't like the channels that beg and all that. They said, but if you wanted something, what would you get? And I said, spices. Send me spices. Any kind. I use them all. Oh, let's see. I paid $3,500 to get you back. Yeah, that's all right. You're officially hungry. You should smell this. Seriously, Willy Wonka smell-o-vision was a great idea. What do I know about that cooking line? Oh, I know some things. Stewie, did you not see me talking about my daughter had her laptop stolen? And she got to buy it back. Guess who she bought it back from? Remember when I was asking you what a cholo was? Well, that's because her friend is a cholo, and he went to the people, the cabron that had her laptop, and wanted $150 for it because he couldn't break into it. So he's like, give me $150 and you can have your own laptop back. I'm sorry, I had to beat that guy to death. He'd have been said, no, you can have your laptop back. Just get your mother off of me. Okay. This is cooking down. It's beautiful. Now, here we go. We are going to gently, lovingly spoon the paste and the tomatoes into it. Oh, so pretty. So, so pretty. Oh. Oh. Yeah, here come the dogs. Can you hear the click, click, click? That's my dogs. Yeah, y'all smell it. I know you do. That's Brian. Brian, did you wake up and get out of mommy and daddy's clothes? Yeah, now I get to rewash them. Thank you, Brian. And we just want to gently put it in there. And then let's stir. I put about half in. About half. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. It smells so good. We'll do a taste test here in a little bit. You're going to close your eyes and hit the blunt. When I open my eyes, I'm going to tell you the first thing on my mind. Oh, please do. Tell us what pops up. Woo, meatballs. Yeah, baby. Hey, Voodoo. Fairy wings. It looks like it's daytime. Well, I'll tell you why, because I got a ring light over there. And I didn't mean to get one that big. I have to like back it up. But yeah, it looks like it's daytime here. We're Eastern Standard Time, and it is 1:09 a.m. And we've been going at this since a little bit before midnight. So we're doing really good. What do y'all think? We've made the meatballs. We're finishing up the sauce. Oh. And I had this paste warming up. I forgot to mention that. It was just on low on the back burner. But I just wanted it warm, not hot. So it would go in and blend nicely. See how nice that's going? And then I've got my whisk right here, and I'm gonna whisk it all together. And I'm gonna make sure that I keep hitting it at the bottom. So, oh, there's a tomato that's not pureed. We'll push that off to the side. I don't know how I missed that. I thought I had all of them. But we make boo-boos. It's okay. Listen, there is no perfect chef. There is no perfect cook. Remember, when you see a lot of videos on YouTube, they're on their 4th or 5th try. I mean, seriously. I ain't making 4 or 5 things of sauce. Y'all watching me do this shit live. Oh, my Lord. Stir, stir, stir. I think there was a larger piece of tomato in there, but it'll cook down. And you know what? If it doesn't, it's still good. It's not like the sauce has to be perfectly pureed. We're not making tomato soup. You know? Okay. Let's get the rest of it in there. We just got a little bit. Keep that tomato out. Because it is a big hunk. It's like half a tomato. And this is Roma tomatoes that have been pureed from whole peeled Romas. And then two little cans of tomato paste. And then I pureed it all together. And now that the peeled and diced tomatoes are cooking down. Oh gosh, it's getting hard to actually move the spoon through the sauce. That's when you know it's getting good. All right, I'm going to put this in the sink because, as you know, we don't like to leave stuff out. Okay. You get all the little bits and pieces. You know, when you cook, you have little things here and there. All righty, what's going on in my chat? Oh, hi, Brian. I may need a larger pot. No, this one works. It'll cook down enough, and then what I'll do is I'll take some of the sauce out, and I'll cook the meatballs in them, you know, a little at a time. And then once the meatballs are cooked in the sauce, because that's the best way to do it. I don't saute them in a pan. That's a waste of a pan, and then you don't get the flavor going through your meatball like you do when you just drop it in hot sauce. So what I'll do is I'll take a smaller pot, and I'll cook the meatballs a little at a time. Once they're done cooking in the sauce, then I'll portion them out. And I'll go in the bags. Gemini Z girl, hello. I've inspired you. Oh, I am so proud of you. And if you want to brown yours, you brown them, honey. But while they're browning, if you've got your sauce ready, pour it over them just before they're done. Show the chopper. You want to see my chopper again? You're so rotten, Stewie. Ow, about broke my nail. That'd be some shit, wouldn't it? Oh, I broke a nail on my AR-15. See? It's mine. I don't have to pretend. It's mine. Oh, Lord. This gun and my fur coats have made so many people so upset. I don't know why I didn't shoot them, and they don't have to wear my coat. Oh, Lord. Hello, my little friend. Did I get it right? Yeah, Stewie loves this. You know what, Stu? If you ever come to visit, I'll let you shoot it. Oh, Lord. Chi Mama's making pendants. Oh, you have to post up some pictures. I want to see them. You know, I love my jewelry. I'd like to see what you're making. Yes, Stewie. Stewie needs a chopper. Do you not have one of these? You know, well, this one I really like because it's got the red and the green sight on it, and it's got the scope, and I love it. And you know, this is custom, or not custom. It's factory custom, but you can buy one just like it. And I don't put glitter on clips. I think that's stupid. Pardon me, but that's just dumb. No, I love it. But I've always liked guns. I'll be honest, my dad taught me to shoot. I was about 7. And you know, my first husband worked on guns. My first husband has a shooting school, and that's what he does. So he used to drive a truck and repair CVs and radios, and then he decided to, and he's always worked on guns. He's always been like a gun nut. And that was actually a good thing. But we had a gun in every room in our house. But my daughter was taught gun safety from time before she could walk. I mean, he was really diligent in that. That's one thing he did right. And he's done it with he had a stepson, late stepson. But, and then he and his second wife have a son together. And he was very, very good with them about firearms. But he taught me a lot. And we shot a lot. We go to the range. We go to different people's property where they had ranges. You know, because you have to remember, I'm in the country. You don't go to a range. You go to the backyard. So, all right. This is just beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to take it out, let it cool off, and then I'm going to touch my hand. Do y'all see the steam? Look at the steam coming off of that. Shit's hot. All right. It's ready for the sugar. That's the secret. And because I touched that one, it goes there. And let me get, my back's hurt. Woo! So good. Now, okay. When you are cooking something really acidic like this, a big pot of tomato sauce, need a little bit of sugar. Your salt will counter a little bit, but sugar's what you need. So for this great big soup pot, I'm going to put in a tablespoon and a half. Yeah, that's about right. Of sugar. Just enough. And that cuts the acid. You may have heard your grandma say that. Okay, let me get my other spoon. What the hell? Oh, yeah. I'm throwing stuff, y'all. Okay. Stir it up. Oh, yeah. But I was going to say, if you're browning your meatballs in your saucepan, as soon as you've turned them over a couple times, and they're getting good and brown on the outside, but they're not completely, like, you don't want them dark brown. You want them just to where they're holding together really good. And then put your sauce on top, whether it's homemade sauce or whether you bought some sauce or it's ragu and you're just going to spice it up or whatever. Pour it over it in the pan. So that way you get the sauce flavoring all the way through. And that's what we want, right? I mean, it just makes sense. That has to be washed. So, all right, what's going on? Well, of course the serial numbers are gone. Why would you keep it if the serial numbers were on it? Unless it's, mine's registered. But, yeah. You don't need any serial numbers. You don't know if there's bodies on that gun. My daddy was a police officer, so I'm a great shot. Listen, Chi Mama, do you know that women are better shots than men on average? It's because we don't anticipate recoil. So that's why when people say, oh, women shouldn't carry guns, I'm like, excuse me. You know, we usually are good at reasoning more so that we're not black and white with our thought. We see the gray in between, and plus we're usually dead on balls accurate. So, do I hunt? Oh, Stewie. Yeah, only shoot things that shoot back. Yep, sugar is the key. Absolutely. My day. Well, I told y'all, look at this thing. Let me pull it up. This is the phone I got. And it's the SX Max. And it's got the most storage, and it's got 2 cameras on the front, 2 cameras on the back. It takes fantastic pictures. I've been taking pictures all day with it, playing with it. The only thing that was hard was, I mean, I had to take it, my husband took it back to the shop. I got it last night, and I was so excited about it. I was like, yay, I'm get my new phone, yay. People will be able to hear me, because y'all know when I was on my phone and I was in a hangout, you couldn't hear shit. So I was really excited, but we couldn't get it to do everything we wanted it to. It was difficult getting a SIM card out of my old phone. But then this didn't want to recognize my new number and like the pay thing and the credit card and all that. So he had to take it back at lunch. Brought it back in 30 minutes. The things worked great. It's awesome, except for you have to sign into every app. You have to remember your password unless, well, I have the password thing, but it's not on all of them. So I'm like, what's my password? What's my password? When did I set up this account? Shit. You know, so I've done that all day, and it's been very aggravating. But I'm really tickled to get the phone, and I'm very grateful for it. So thank you to my husband. He's my sweetie. But yeah. Stewie, any woman, I think, and this is my opinion, every woman should learn to handle both a handgun and a rifle, whether it's something like my AR or it's a 22 rifle. It doesn't matter, but she needs to not be afraid. Women should not be afraid of guns. And I say this all the time. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. If you want to kill somebody, you get a rock thrown at their head, you know? Now, granted, a gun is much easier to kill somebody. But that's not what we're after. What we're wanting to do is never use a gun to harm anyone that's not trying to harm us first. So, and women physically are less able, unless you're doing like CrossFit, you know, stuff that, you know, where you can overpower men. But even so, 350-pound man coming at you, you can have great skills, but in that time, are you going to panic? You know, if you have a firearm, at least it levels the playing field a little bit. So I've always carried a gun, you know, and I never had any problems when I was carrying it. The only time that I had a problem was when I didn't. Made me remember to keep my gun in my purse, and that way I'd have it when I needed it. So yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, Siri was great today. Carlos, I'm afraid to watch your new video. What are you doing? What are you doing in your new video? I'm buying bunk beds and bedding. I'm exhausted. Oh, God, love your art. You have little ones? Oh, God. Yeah, silly. It was expensive. We're going to have to put a GoFundMe up and get Stewie a truck. I mean, let's face it, he needs a truck. God love him. Yeah, bunk beds are bullshit to put together. Oh, my God. All right, I got my kid. It wasn't, I got to use my whisk. It wasn't like your typical bunk bed. It was like it had this twin bed on top, and then it had a queen mattress on the bottom. And you could pull it out to be you pull it up to be a futon, or pull it out to be like a regular bed. I hated that thing. Oh my God. And it was just a pain. She'd never sleep on it. She was always in bed with me. You know how kids are. I'm sleeping with mom. You put them in bed, and then 30 minutes later, they're in there with you. But you know what? Now that she's all grown up, I miss that. I'm not gonna lie, I miss my baby. She's been gone too long. She would come home. Or we need to go down there, which we're considering. But getting my husband away from work. I mean, I've been off work for a good while, and I wouldn't mind going, but I'm not going alone. That's for sure. Okay, so this is simmering down. We're waiting on it. It's going to take about probably 30 minutes at the most, but I can cook the meatballs. I'll spoon out some sauce in a little bit, and I'll cook the meatballs in it. Let's see. First, good morning. You know, I enjoy them because they're interesting and the power that they have, but I like the competition. And it's just with myself, you know, the competition of being able to shoot. Like I used to skeet shoot, loved it. Pull my arm up, but anyway, I would have bruises. It was awful. But it's like a competition with yourself to hit the mark, you know, beat your personal best, you know, and all that. I enjoy the feel of different ones, you know, whether it's a Desert Eagle or a Glock or, you know, whatever, you know, Colt 45. It's a joke. Protection is a must, you know, and some people are afraid of guns, and I understand that, and they'll keep a baseball bat by their bed, or they'll get a big Rottweiler. It's very protective. My dogs will chew your toes off, bite your ankles, but that's about all they're good for. But if it's self-defense, yeah, yeah, absolutely, shoot to kill. And you know what, Angie, talk about hunting. You know, when I was younger, all my boyfriends hunted. You know, we live in the mountains. They all deer hunted, and you know, they all had guns in the back of their trucks in the gun rack. They didn't have any school shootings. It just wasn't a thing you heard about. Or nobody. I mean, guys carried big knives because they went to shop. You know, the guys who were in woodshop got to carry knives. So the guys that were in the FFA got to carry knives. You know, I've seen 2 injuries, and they were on purpose, and the guy was kind of nuts. But you have a Glock 40? I had a Glock 19 and a 17, and I loved both of them. Oh my God, they were indestructible. Those guns do not fuck up for anything. I mean, I have dropped it off the top of my car. I left my purse on top of my car one time and took off, and I heard a chunk, yeah, and my purse and my gun were right there in the road. Turned around, got it. I thought, oh shit, I bet I've ruined this gun. Oh no, because you know all the Berettas that they had in the military, you know, the slide would crack on them, and oftentimes they would get, it was either from getting too hot or getting dropped. I was terrified. The Glocks were just out. Took it to the range. I thought, oh, this thing's gonna blow up. I have screwed this gun up. All this money, you know, because they weren't cheap. Never misfired. Never had a single misfire out of a Glock. I can't say that out of other firearms. So, yeah, the Glock 40 is beautiful. Just beautiful. You know, so, and honestly, because they're so lightweight, that's what I would recommend for a woman to carry in her purse, is like a little Glock 17. I mean, shit, you can put it in the center zip that most purses have. I mean, most of mine do, except for my Kate Spade, and it's just like a big bag. So that's not a good one to carry a gun in unless you've got it in a holster. But seriously, you can put it in the middle, fuck, finger starting. You can put it in the middle of your purse. Your gun, the gun is not going to weigh you down, and you got it, you know. Make sure you're locked and loaded, right? So, how are your meatballs coming? I want to know. Which Carlos Martinez Resurrected is this? Because I know there's several. I have heard from those on the VoIP that there are several Martinez resurrected accounts, and your wonderful trolls. You know I love a good troll. Has to. It was like my first favorite. I was like, you are my favorite troll. I just love you. And, and he's always been good to me. So he's good to everybody. He's a fair man. Okay. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. Get my goodies out of the way. And we're going to cook some meatballs. What do y'all think? Think it's a good idea? I think it's a good idea. I've got sauce a little bit on my apron, but I don't have any on my sweater, so I'm doing good. But, okay, let me get this pot. Okay. Now, where's my dipper? Let me find it. There it is. No, Brian, you're not getting a meatball. Okay. We're just going to dip this out. And I'm probably going to sling it everywhere. Y'all forgive me. I am not the neatest cook. But you know what? I have a husband who doesn't mind cleaning the kitchen. And he's well rewarded. But I will clean up as much as I can tonight after I'm done doing this. See, I'm splashing. You can't help it. Let me make this a little closer. But he gets good stuff to eat. And he's good about cleaning the kitchen. And men, you want to make a woman love you? Put the dishes in the dishwasher and empty it. Wash the dishes. Wipe the counters off. Help a little bit like that. And you will have a woman that lasts forever with you, who will fight your battles. All right. Now, I am going, let me turn this on. I'm going to turn it on low because remember my stove's real hot anyway. My meatballs are done and cooling, and I'm having a meatball sandwich on a freshly baked bun. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, okay. I got my sizzling hot. Now, this is boiling. You can see it simmering. So nobody gets upset with the way I cook meatballs. Talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. All right. I think I need some more. I think I need some more liquid. This is very thick sauce. Not gonna lie. Okay. And we are going to drop the meatballs in. And we're just going to fill it not too close. You do not want your meatballs falling apart. No falling apart meatballs. Okay. Now I'm going to spoon some of this boiling sauce over top. And they will soak it up as they cook. Yum. Look at that. See how thick that is? I'm telling you, it just works so well. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this down. Turn it to off because it really isn't sizzling. And I do not want to what? Scorch the bottom. I don't want it to overcook. And I wish you could see down in the pot. You can probably see this one easier. Look at this. See? It's nice and thick. Floppy. But smooth. You know, this one's got little bits of tomato in it, but this one's smooth. And we got it going. And it's gonna be so pretty. Yeah, there's some bubbles. So you want to drop it. I took it out. This one, boiling, simmering. This one, simmering. So no problem with germs or meat. Nobody's going to get ptomaine or botulism. I am so tickled that you made meatballs, Gemini girl. It's delish. Yay! That is a success. And you know what? Congratulate yourself on a meal well done. Yay. And if you are just like me.
I couldn't find what you were searching for.
Shut up, Siri. It's a success, and you know, and you'll have meatballs tomorrow. And you know what? If you don't want to eat them tomorrow, and you just made them, throw them in a zip, let them cool, throw them in a Ziploc bag, freeze them, and then you'll have them later. And then what I usually do is I take them out, I let it thaw, and when it's all thawed and everything, I'll put it back in the pot. Turns out great. But there's a container of seasoning on the back burner. Oh, thank you, doll baby. It's not even warm. Glad I turned that off. Thank you. Appreciate the lookout. Yay. $230. I was going to fight him, and he was bigger, but I was going to do it anyway. Who is this, Stewie? Ah, thank you, Unitonica. They will be here when the kids come for spaghetti. That's right, you know, in the freezer. Yep. Let me tell you, y'all know I'm frugal when I cook. I'm like, I don't want to waste anything. If I have leftovers, we eat them. My husband is so good about this. I will not eat leftover pizza. I can't really eat pizza. Like, we ordered pizza a couple days ago, and I had part of a piece. The dog got, I ate like first little bit of the front corner or whatever. Brian and Merle got the rest of it. And then I think I had a bite later on, and I was just like, And he doesn't get it spicy because I can't do spicy. And I was like, But I love him. He put it in a Ziploc bag and he eats it later. And that makes me happy because I don't like wasting anything. I wash Ziploc bags. I wash aluminum foil. Y'all know how it is. I appreciate you, Lisa. You're a sweetheart. Yeah, don't burn the house down. I'm going to try not to. I'd hate to. Hell, it's been hard enough getting my kitchen done. We've still got to pick out the marble slab for the kitchen counters. We were going to do black marble and do the counters black and then have the black cabinets. Like we're putting enamel on the enamel paint and cut. You have to cut it so many times. But anyway, the cabinets are going to be black, and then we were going to do white. I think we're still going to do white countertops because I don't like. I don't know. I don't want granite. Everybody and their brother's got granite. Soapstone I kind of like, except for it changes colors over time, if you know anything about it. But it doesn't react to anything. But I'd rather have marble, to be honest. And I want really light marble. I don't even care if it's got much gray in it. And we got, of course, the all stainless appliances. All of our appliances are stainless and black. Except for this, and this has to be installed. We've got it. We've got the range, but it has to be installed when the counters are installed. And we've been calling that guy for a year. So we're going to the store. We're going to ask for somebody different. See if we get it done. How long it's going to take. Oh, my God. If I dread hearing that of the saw when they're sawing the stone. Oh, that was nuts. But I'll be glad to get it done. Good night, Uni. Take some medicine and hit the hay. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sleep well. Good night, Chili Pepper. Says Stewie, I love it. Meatballs. Look at them. Let's see what they look like. Oh, I gotta turn it. Wait a minute. Look at that. Look at that meatball. Oh, and it's just simmering beautifully. Meatball. Look at that. Oh, deliciousness. Yeah. Somebody said, so all you do is sit on your ass and make meatballs and sauce. Yep. Yep. And I do better than she does every day. She's mad. She's mad. And I play with my chopper. That's Stewie calls it. I'm calling it the chopper. I swear. Now, some people like peppers in their Sunday sauce. They want peppers and they like onions. I did not put onions in this. Onions have been bothering my stomach lately, so I did not put any in there. And I did not put onion powder in it. But you can if you want to. It's your food, you play with it. Oh, let's see. Who else is in here? Missy, glad to have you. You know, ain't it funny how I mean, I'm gonna switch this over. Isn't it funny how when we get into chats with people and we're all talking, everybody seems to get along, and it's so nice. I really like it. Like, we had a ball on Pirate Stream. Oh my God. She's so funny. She's like, you're not getting up here. You talked all night last night. Yeah, I did. She's telling the truth. I talk a lot. Can't help it. I have 42 people in here. And 23 thumbs down. I think that's so funny. People don't realize that a thumbs down is just as good as a thumbs up. They want to come in, I guess you told the people mad. But thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm grateful that you came and gave me a view. You know? You gave this fat chick a view. And I'm happy about it. Because it's fun. And that's what this is supposed to be, you know, fun. Let me get over here. Let me pop out the chat again. I just wanted to see how many were in here, really. But I am grateful. I guess we're all insomniacs, aren't we? You know, the thing with me is I'm on top chat. There will be nights that I will sleep like a baby and I'll sleep 12 hours. And then there are nights that I'm up all night because I've been aggravated during the day. Sweet peppers. I'm allergic to sweet peppers. I'm allergic to hot peppers. I'm not allergic to black pepper. But, yeah. I kind of like having a laptop up here because I don't have to use my reading glasses. I can see, and it makes it easier, you know. But, anywho. So, what's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I play nice. Stewie, you know I'm sweet. I'm just a sweet Southern lady. Oh, I'm watching Mama Beth. Going to try to make some this weekend. I'll let you know how mine comes out. Oh, please. I love you too, honey. And let me know. And if you need any help, if anything happens, you're like, oh, shit. If you have an oh, shit moment, my DMs are always open. You know that. So, but that's the reason that I cook, is I want people to try my recipes, you know. Use the recipes and, you know, feed your family. I don't know. Cooking is love to me. That's how I show love to people. You come to my house, you're going to be fed. You're going to get a drink in your hand, a sweet tea or something harder if you want it. But, and you're going to eat, and you're going to go home with a plate of food. And that's the way I was raised. That's the way everyone in my family, my husband's family does. Lord, I go to my mother-in-law, she sends me home with food. And it's all good, and I love it. And I love her. Oh, yeah, I do. Just drop in my DMs and tell me how it's going. Let me see. Take a picture. Send it to me. I love it. But, you know, let's see how these are doing. Oh, they're so pretty. So pretty. Look at that. Have you seen anything prettier than that? Oh, my goodness. And they're about cooked all the way through. And I will put this, once it's cooked, I will put it in a bowl. And this one will go for Robo, because she asked first. And then I'll do a batch for Steve. And he will have his cooled. Both of them will be cooled and in the freezer. And Hopefully they'll be shipped out tomorrow sometime. If not, it'll be the next day. It just depends on what my husband's schedule is. But hello, Missy. Oh, there you go. She's talking to Stewie. I apologize. I thought those spider webs were for me. Did y'all see Pirate's Dead Spider? Ooh, that was a big old tarantula. Oh, Lord. I had the heebie-jeebies. Hi, sweet sweets. You can't sleep either. Eating cheese and crackers. You know what? Cheese and crackers were something that I craved all this past summer. Maybe why I gained so much weight because I ate a lot of cheese. I mean, a little bit of cheese is good for you. A lot of cheese. You know, I was talking about this past summer, I want to get all that weight off, and it was because of the steroids and the different medications and stuff, but I got to get this weight off. Join the gym. Small portions, working out, staying active, staying busy, not sitting on your ass all day. But you need to have some kind of cardiovascular exercise. And yes, yoga is excellent. Yoga honestly burns more calories. I've heard people say that a brisk walk and yoga beats it every time if you know what you're doing. And there are yoga videos all over YouTube. Now, I can't get down on the floor because my knees won't let me get back up. But I like try to stand. If I hold on to something, like if I hold on to the bar over on the side, I can do like my exercises, like my warm-up exercises from ballet, you know, where you do your tendus and, you know, releves, and, you know, and that works out my feet and my legs, my knees some. It's not as hard and it's low impact, but I want to get on the bike and the elliptical. That's what my orthopedic surgeon and what my rheumatologist, they said that you can do that, just be easy, but, you know, I'm bone on bone on my knees, so I have to be careful. But oh, honey, sweet sweets. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Well, maybe come and watch me cook. Maybe that'll help bring back some of your appetite. You know, it can't heal a heart, though. You've got to get through grieving. I actually have a video on grieving. And it helps to know that there are no rules. And you can grieve as long as you want. I mean, people say, oh, it's been 6 months. You know what? I don't care if it's been 6 years. You know, you're allowed to grieve as long as you want. You know, and in therapy, we tell you, you know, talk about it. Talk about the person that you've lost. Talk about your loss. And if people are like, talk to somebody else. Talk to a therapist, talk to different friends, talk online. You know, there are grief groups on Facebook. Facebook is where I've seen the best ones. But, you know, I'm so sorry. I'll give you mine. Mine's nuts. But she'd be no replacement for a wonderful mother. So, you know, I'll pray for you. And you're welcome anytime in here. And if you can't sleep, you know, hey, come on. If I'm on, you're welcome to watch. And I have lots of videos that you can binge watch. Let's see, I'm trying to read. Yeah, my knees ain't what they used to be. My knees are screwed up. I danced too long, and I've been too rough on my knees. And oh, and you know, your parents, I don't think you ever fully recover. Like my grandmother's 98, and she still talks about when her mother passed, how hard it was. And I think about that, I'm like, wow, that's a long time to grieve, especially when she was in her 40s, late 40s, my age, and she's 98. So grieve as long as you need to. There's no shame in it. There's no rules to it. So, you know, oh. Sweet sweets, I hope you're in counseling. I hope you're in counseling, and I hope you get some help. You go to bed, Lisa. Love you, honey. We've lost some parents here, Stewie. The ladies have lost moms and a dad 4.5 years ago, and 65 is young. Really is. Although we have some people in their 60s that keep saying, we're so old. No, it's not. 65 is young. Too young. Too young. Okay. Let's see. Let me check my meatballs. Steve, I hope you're watching. You see your meatballs? Look at that. Oh. I don't know how many meatballs you eat in a meal, but these are good size meatballs, so this should last you 2 meals. You know, this should last you a meal and at least a big old meatball sub. Okay. Let me get something to put this in so it can cool. Let me roll this one over here. Oh, okay. Here's this. And I'm going to take this off the stove and pour it over here because I don't have enough room over here, to be honest. Oh, that looks good. Oh, so good. And I'll let that cool. And once it cools enough, all right, let's start this again. That was, did I say that was Steve's or Robbo's? Doesn't matter, we got plenty. We'll start this all over again. Whoop. And dip the sauce. And once again, this sauce is steaming hot. I'm going to turn it on a little bit higher just to make sure. Okay. And this eye's already on. And what I do is I'm just layering these all the way around. Something to watch in the middle of the night, right? Well, it's better than watching something ugly. Watching people fight. I'd much rather watch somebody cook. If you find a hair, it's mine. My hair's gone. I'm kidding. There better not be any hairs in my stuff. That's what my mom used to always say. She'd say, if you find a hair, it's clean, it's mine. She was just kidding. A little bit more on top so they cook good and even. And then you see it. Look how pretty. Oh, it's going to be so good. I'll just let that sit there. Stir this up. That's going to be delicious. Just do it one at a time. One serving at a time. How easy is that now? That's right. Find a hair, it's mine. Just take it out. Yeah, that's so true. You can grieve by leaving your job and going on a trek around the world. There are people that do that. There are people who dive into their work, start new businesses. They need to keep busy. There are people that collapse. I kind of did that when my Dee Dee died. And I'll tell you, I took care of my Dee Dee, my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, 4 years. And 24/7, she was bedridden. She had Alzheimer's. And she had RA so bad. And I look at my hands and how swollen they are and how I'll get trigger finger. And it reminds me of her. She couldn't bend her knees. She could not bend her hips or move her hips very much at all. And she was incontinent. Her feet were completely like pointed down. It was like this is, but I'd paint her toenails red. I'd give her a pedicure. But she had a UTI and went to the hospital. And they said she's going to be here for 4 days. And I said, okay. And I asked her, I said, do you want me? Because she'd been in the hospital before with the same thing. And she never wanted me to leave. And this was the odd thing. My grandmother was very intuitive. Before, when she was in the hospital, I have literally slept on a hard hospital floor with a blanket and a pillow and my joints killing me. I have slept in those damn chairs that don't fold out for days. When, you know, the whole time she was in there, 3 or 4 days, however long it took, I would stay. She wanted me there. She didn't know anybody. She couldn't remember people's names. She would call people by the wrong names, but she knew who I was. And I was Bethy. My Bethy. That's what she called me. And it's just, I say she's really intuitive because the last time she was in the hospital and I said, do you want me to go? I said, do you want me to go with you? I'll get my bags and things. She said, no, I don't. I went, well, that's odd. Okay, after 4 years, 24/7. She said, no. She said, you go see your friend. She didn't know my friend from Man in the Moon. Okay. I don't know if you know who Jelly Roll is. He's what they call a hick-hopster. Look him up. He's a big guy. And he's married to, well, Bunny does all sorts of different photo shoots. She is like the Pam Anderson. The way Pam Anderson wished she still looked, that's Bunny. His mother, Donna. She and I were good friends, and we talked online. That was back when the chat room, it was when AOL Messenger and all that was the big thing. See, I couldn't leave the house, so you know that's what I did. I studied, and that was my socialization, which was fun. And but yeah, I went down and I stayed with Donna, and we had just gone out to this big club where like a bunch of people got discovered singing, and the manager came and wanted to meet with me the next morning. I remember that was a Wednesday night. She wanted to meet with me Thursday morning at 10. My phone rang at 6 o'clock in the morning telling me that my DD had passed. I just started screaming, top of my lungs, like crazy scream. And Donna came out and grabbed the phone, and my mom talked to her. My mom had called me to tell me. And she died at 4 in the morning. And I was a mess. I couldn't function. Donna came home with me. She took care of me. She saw that I ate. She cooked. She did laundry. She cleaned house, you know, what we needed done, anything. I mean, she was a godsend. And I will never forget. And if she called me tomorrow and said, Beth, I need you down here in Tennessee, I'd say, I'm on my way. And I love her for it. I've always loved her for it. But you know what? I'm still grieving. And that's been 2008. She passed. And I'm still grieving for her. I have no shame in it, and I never will. And don't you be ashamed. Mom, this is months. So you spent a month in a hospital chair beside my husband for lung surgery. You know what it is? That's love. Sweet, sweet Beth, I've watched many of your videos. You remind me of your friend I have. She's hilarious. You know what? I'm glad I make you laugh. Usually people get my humor. There's some people that don't. They don't understand when I explain things that are real serious. I go, oh my God. And I start laughing because it's just, some things are ridiculous. You know, you got to laugh at it. I try not to take life too seriously, you know, because there's always a laugh around the corners. There's always somebody going to trip over nothing. And you get a tickle. I think God sends us laughter in the worst of times so we don't go nuts. Yes, I'm a psychologist and I say nuts. I say crazy too. I say a lot of things. It's funny. A nurse said that I was a sociopath or a psychopath or something. And oh, by the way, I never said anybody was a psychopath. She keeps calling me Meatball because she loves me. But she said that I said she was a psychopath. No, sociopath. And I have a video explaining the difference. And she needs to watch it. It's naughty, isn't it? Still, yeah, I'm being bad. Oh, yeah, Puff. Oh, I can't wait till it gets legal here. Let me tell you, it should be legal everywhere. There's no reason not to. You have your original. You know what I found out I did? And I was like, holy crap. I'd forgotten. Because who uses AOL anymore? You know, didn't they start trying to charge? I think they started trying to charge. That's when I said, screw you. Yahoo's free. And then I was some weird name on Yahoo. And I deleted that one. And then I went to Gmail. And, you know, everything you have to have Gmail now. So, oh my God, this is cooking so beautifully. Oh, Robo, you're going to love this. It's going to be so good. You can eat it on pasta, which Stewie hates, we know now. Or you can have it on a meatball sandwich. Or you can eat it by itself in a bowl. Doesn't matter. Bowl with a piece of bread, sopping it up. I've done that. Oh, thank you, Missy. You know, I want to make people smile. I don't want to make people mad. I get mad sometimes, but I get mad on here, and you see me like, I'm still trying to be funny, but I'm not meaning to be serious, except for a few times. But you know how it is. You gotta pop off every now and then, and you know, I think we should all try to help each other, try to take care of each other, not try to, you know, you're this and you're that, and blah 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 blah, or be mean, make mean videos. I don't try to make mean videos, but I'll damn sure record and post yours if you're being an asshole to me. I've been known to have a few videos on my channel that were somebody else's, and I'm like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. That's naughty, isn't it? It's funny though. I try not to get, you know, that's the best thing you can do. My fault. This is all my fault. It's been almost 3 years that I've been on YouTube. I got sucked right into the drama. And I mean, right in. It was craziness. And I thought it was all fun. I guess I was a little naive because YouTube was so different than what my real life was. You know, in my real life, you know, I worked my one job, you know, with patients, and then I was writing, and you know, so it was so separate. I was like, surely nobody can take this shit seriously. It's just too crazy. I mean, we had, and this was before PT, before she, like a year before she went on Dr. Phil. Okay, and they were just starting to really poke her. This is what people forget. Trisha didn't do the poking. Other people did. They poked and poked and poked. And then when she went, you know, off, and they acted all, oh, how terrible. She's awful. No, she reacted that way because she already told you she was bipolar. And she had psychotic. She went the fuck off. Anybody would have. But anyway, I digress. So I'm like a year before the Dr. Phil and all that shit. And I'm like, nobody take this seriously. This is bullshit. Because, you know, there are a lot of things that are fake. And I thought a lot of it was fake. And that's just the truth. I was like, nah. But I got sucked in. And people started associating me with, they started thinking that I was like the people that I was hanging around. And I just, in which video? Do the drama lesbians hate you because you won't give them cooter? I have so many lesbian friends on here. That's crazy. Nobody's getting my cooter but my husband anyway. But I like the name, Chris Hansen. Good troll name. But were you really mad at that video? Which one? The one where they were depicting killing me. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was way out of line. I think threatening to kill someone is taking it over the line. There's no funny. And you know what? There was nothing funny in any of the other ones either. So, but that's okay. People got to live and learn. Some people are too young to realize that they have a responsibility for their behavior, their actions. And then what you do and you say, you take ownership of. And if you screw up, you fix it. If someone says, hey, that's hurting my feelings, that's really bothering me, that's upsetting me, you take off. You know? You know? I asked over and over and over again. And he knows this. He knows it. I mean, hell, I just asked the other day on Real Stream News when Holly was up there and what, the Jake show? I like him, by the way. And yeah, I asked then. But it didn't get taken down. I've been asking for months. You know, you don't have respect for me. I do what I gotta do. I follow the rules. You know? You wouldn't have posted that. I don't think you would have posted me being killed. Me getting killed. I don't think, I can't see you doing that. You don't do that. You know, get the chopper. Yeah, really. Turn this down. Stir it a little more. See why this is an all-night thing? Because you got to work it, baby. Is it worth it? Keep it. Your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. And I've got trigger finger. Oh. Okay, see this? This is called trigger finger. Oh. You got, like, it's like getting a crick in your neck. This is in your hands, and it goes all through your hands, and I get them on my feet and my legs and my stomach and my back. I love you. Love you, Missy. I'm so glad you popped in. Come on in anytime. I'll come to yeah, exactly. Oh my God, Doritos. And oh yeah. I can tear up some Doritos and I can tear up some Fritos. Fritos with cheddar cheese melted on them. Y'all were talking about things weird things that you'd eaten, you know, after you smoke a little. But now I don't smoke now. It's not legal, can't do it, blah, blah, blah. I have to take drug tests all the time. But back in the day, I had Fritos and I put them in a microwave and melted, because I wanted nachos. And I cut up and melted the medium cheddar cheese on top of it. And those were the best Fritos I'd ever had. I've never had it since. Kind of, Fritos. I like Fritos by themselves. I like cheese by itself. But yeah. Chris Hansen, I don't think they want to be one. They just want to be able to do what they want to do. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the reason is. And I don't think they want to be a man. You know, that's a whole different thing. Okay, this is done. Meatballs are done. It was a little hotter this time, and I'm looking at the meatballs and feeling the meatballs, and they feel really done. So I'm going to take this out. Let me go get a bowl, and then I'm going to transfer that. Chris, I think it's kind of disrespectful, don't you think, to say that lesbians want to be a man? I don't know any lesbian that wants to be a man. I know transgender people who aren't happy with the sex they're in, but that's different. And I have loads of friends who are gay or lesbian or bisexual. I haven't heard any one of them say that, you know, the people who are transgender, yes, but I haven't heard any of them say, yeah, I just want to be a man. No. I think that's what people who don't know anybody might think. It's a statement, and I'm not trying to be rude, but it's a statement out of ignorance because you don't know. You know, if you don't know, it's buffering. Because who buffering? Yeah, this is so good. Right. I have so many friends who are gay, lesbian. They don't hate my husband. That's, you know, hate is such a awful word. You know, it's such a strong word. And then to put everybody in the same boat and say lesbians hate all men, or gay men hate all women, or whatever. You know, you can't stereotype people like that. You have to, and maybe you just haven't been exposed to different people, Chris Hansen. Maybe you need to expand your horizon. Maybe you need to find people that live differently than you do, love differently than you do, have different values and expectations out of life. You know, there are all sorts of people in the world, and why not learn about as many as you can? You know, learn about everybody. You know, it's kind of like saying, if you're not Christian, you're not right. Or if you're not this or that, you're not right. If you're, you know, or you're going to hell if you do this or that, or if you believe this or that. You can't say that. You don't know who's going to hell and who's not. You're just hoping that the way you pray is right. And I'll argue that all day long. Everybody is just hoping that they got it right. Even the ones who say, I'm just spiritual, I don't believe in religion. Okay, you better hope you got it right. You know, you never know. None of us know until we're dead. But just like if you've never met a lesbian, you don't know what she thinks. And that doesn't mean everybody thinks the way she does. Yaba hates you and hates men. Did you? That, no, now. That's rude. No. Yaba doesn't hate me. Yaba and I used to get along very well. Yeah, I get on Yaba's nerves because I talk too much. And I wish Yaba nothing but the best. I don't hate her. Not at all. And she doesn't hate me. She's got 3 kids. So, anybody else? Yaba and I have never had a real close relationship. But I respect her. She does what she does. She's a good mom. I'll have her. I tell you what, I'll respect anybody that's got 3 kids, runs her own business from home, pays her bills, and is raising them right. You take care of your youngins, I'll have respect for you all day long. I don't give a shit whether you like me or not. I ain't gonna say shit to you. Because the kids are most important. The only thing I would ever disagree with her on, I didn't cuss. I didn't cuss in front of my daughter at all. Like, if I slipped up and said shit, like, oh shit, she would be all over me. You don't say that, that's a bad word, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, yeah, but I have different ideas on that. But do I disrespect her as a mother? No. Or as a person? No. That's her choice. And you know what? They're your kids, you raise them right. If you can get them to 18 without them hurting themselves, hurting somebody else, getting into trouble, getting in jail, going to juvenile hall, getting hooked on something, you done it right. You made it. You know, get them to 18. Then you still get to pay for them for a few more years while they're in college or trade school or whatever they decide to do. But, you know, I cut moms a lot of slack. I know it's a hard job because I did it by myself. You know, my husband and I, my late husband, my second husband, he wasn't around for long. You know, God had other ideas, but my husband's now, he's an amazing stepdad. I mean, he's better than her real dad ever was. And I appreciate that. And I give him all the credit for all the stuff he does. It's just amazing. So I don't criticize anybody else's parenting. I'm not going to. Unless you're doing something crazy, like shooting up in front of a kid, yeah, then I'm going to say something. But I like all people. I like all races. Yeah. Emily, yeah, right. Chris, I think you're worried about her a little more and about me, who I like and who I don't like. I like everybody. I'm married to a white man, you know, but hey, it doesn't, color doesn't matter to me. And I think you're baiting me. So, Emily, I don't think so. The ones that were on here earlier with the my wrenches, my mods, you know, they do their best to protect me from getting hurt, from evil things being said. And as you see, some people, thank you, sweet sweets. Some people just want to come in and troll. Some people just want to pick, poke, pick. Chris Hansen's doing it. Think I care? Listen, I didn't go to school all these years for nothing. You think he's the first person that's done this? You think it's bothering me? Chris, tell me, do you like black men? Do you like white men? Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you bi? Where are you from? What are your mom and dad like? How were you raised? Are you conservative? Are you liberal? You know, we can go back and forth with questions. It's easy to do. And you're not, you know what? I say this all the time. I love a good troll. I like a troll with imagination. Your name was good. I got you there. I'm gonna add a couple more meatballs. I thought Chris Hansen was funny. Yeah. Okay, so you're out to pick out the pedophiles, but it seems like you're just being a jackass. You're not being funny. You're not amusing my guests. That's what people in my chat are. They are my guests. They're here watching me cook. I hope anyone who wants to learn to make this goes back and watches from the beginning and all my measurements, because I'm tired. I might get the description, I might not. But yeah, that's just rude. I'm gonna have to take you out, dear Chris Hansen. When you can learn some manners, you can come out. Emily, the blue wrenches, I don't know why you say they just talk crap on people. These are people who are my friends and that I trust to take out people like that jerk. You know, you need somebody when you're on a channel and you're talking and you're whether you're doing things like this or, you know, whatnot. There's always going to be, Lord, I'm losing my lipstick. There's always going to be someone who tries to screw up your stream, you know. I mean, you saw that right there. And I don't know, walk more, talk less. That was rude. And you were right. And I'm sorry if someone wrenched you for saying that was rude, because that was a rude comment. Yeah, I just block the trolls. I block the bad trolls. You know, somebody comes in here and makes me laugh, and you know, it's teasing. That's okay. But I don't like people who are racist, and I don't like people who, you know, are just here to cause disruption. You know, walk more, eat less. Oh, okay. Well, I don't eat that much. And yeah, that's what people need to do. Walk more to eat less. Problem is, if you've got 2 slip discs in your back and knees that are bone on bone, kind of hard to walk more. You know, so I exercise as much as I can. I do my plies and, you know, do my tendus and, you know, battements and whatever. You know, I just go through a warm up, and it gets my heart rate up enough. But you got to remember, I have high blood pressure. I have to watch. You know, I can't let my blood pressure get too high. I'll strike out. I don't need to do that. So You know, I do what I can. Small portions. Small portions and exercise. But you were right, that was a rude comment, and I'm sorry that yeah, maybe they were I don't know if they were talking saying that I need to do it, or the person that I was talking to, because I was referring to a person who said that uh she didn't need to exercise to lose her weight. And yeah, you got to exercise. I don't know, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your feelings got hurt, and I'm sorry that they threatened to block you. So you're very welcome here, Emily Marie. Puff puff. Stevie's gonna get fat if he keeps doing that. Oh, the munchies all night. Yeah, Angie J, that was rude, and I'm sorry that it was sad, and that we know now. Which ones of the blue are you talking about? Because we'll talk about this. If you're on Twitter, I'm on there, and it gets a little crazy, and I need help. So if you'll DM me, I'd really appreciate it. Really would. And you weren't on my live at the time. Okay, well just DM me and we'll talk. And in the meantime, let's see how these meatballs are doing. What time is it? It's 2:21. Oh Lordy. Everybody has insomnia. We all are awake. This looks really good. And the meatballs are cooking up so beautifully. They're cooking nice and slow but thoroughly, and that's what you want to do. Yeah, Steve, yours is already over on the counter, cooling. You've got plenty of meatballs. You should have enough to eat on for a couple meals at least. See, Steve's one of my wrenches, and he's always good to people. Steve, I don't think I've ever seen Steve insult anyone. I've seen him get mad once or twice. He got busy and left once, but yeah. But yeah, Steve, we've got yours over there. It looks good. You'll be enjoying it in a couple days. Steve's in West Virginia too. I'm in West Virginia, and but he lives at the very top of the state, and I live near the bottom. So I'm gonna mail it to him. Yes, you mess with the ladies. Put mine in a tortilla. You know what would be good with this would be some naan bread. The Indian bread. Naan, it's naan. I mean, I've heard it said like that, naan. Oh, Pirate. Pirate's one of my best friends. And she's really protective, just like I am of her. And, sometimes that gets taken the wrong way because we're very quick to defend one another. So forgive her. She's got a great heart. She really does. Sweet sweets. I know. We need a Venn chart as to who's friends with who and who's mad at who, and who did what to whom. It's hard, because there are people who've been friends for years who are now on the outs. There are people that I thought were good friends that I got screenshots. Turns out they're talking shit behind my back. I'm like, what did I do to you? Nothing. You just were mean to somebody that I knew that was a friend of somebody else I knew's cousin. Come on, people. I'm 48. I'm too old for that shit. We need a rundown, I have the Sunday sauce, which I'm late doing this week, obviously. But, usually on Sundays, I give a rundown of what's happened during the week. I've been trying to. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just hashtag Sunday sauce. And cook something, because I'm always cooking on Sundays. Well, 99% of the time I'm cooking on Sundays. And just talk while live stream. And yeah. Yeah, you have. It's so much. You know, I think some of it's manufactured. I think people keep saying that the drama is scripted, and I think people are misunderstanding what is meant by that when we say the drama is scripted. And I know it is. Not mine, not my circle. But I know the people who are scripted, and what they do, they're not going out line by line, you have to say this. What they're saying is, okay, this week, I'll say shit about you, about whatever, and then you can respond, and that way we'll keep it going. That's what we mean by the drama is scripted. Oh my God, this smells so good. One channel will say, all right, I'm going to have an issue with you saying this, 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 and then you jump back at me, and so a couple of people will be mad at you, and then we'll take it to Twitter, and then you yell and scream, and then we'll get on and call you a piece of shit, and this is what the script is. And literally, this has been going on for a couple of years, right? I'm sorry, Emily Marie. Come back and talk to her. You know, she actually is one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. She can get hot. Yeah, I mean, she does, but she always cools down. She's sweet as can be. I mean, if you've been to her chats, but you know, you're welcome here. And oh, no, she didn't tell. Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, she was talking about the other person. I think it came across wrong. The person who was given diet advice, who had a bypass and says you don't need to be up there exercising, and all you need is to cut your portion in a fourth, which is bullshit. You need to take small portions, but you need to exercise, or you're just going to look like a big garbage bag full of shit. You know, okay? And she was saying that actually about her, not me. I remember the comment, and I'm sorry you took it the wrong way. I apologize. It's really not that serious. Honestly, it was about the other person, it wasn't about me. But so I don't want you to be mad at her. I don't want you to be upset with me or in here. You know, you're welcome here. And I'm sure if you went to her chat, you'd be welcome there too. So, but yeah, the drama is scripted. People know, the creators that are doing it, they know it, and you know what? And they get super chats and PayPal and oh, you know, hashtag so and so, and you know, this money, that money, whatever. I don't do that. I've been on here how long? I haven't asked for a donation. I don't. That's if you want to send something to my super chat, it's gonna go to the dogs. You know, it's gonna go to the rescue. That's where it goes. Anything I make in AdSense or on here goes to the rescue. But I don't sit on here and go, I got packages today. Oh my God. I don't. That's e-begging. That's because when you open packages up and you give those people so much attention, other people think they can give attention too if they send you something. Well, now you got a house full of dollar store shit. That's what I say about those people. It's not like they're getting anything good, saying anything good. But you know, I just hate that dry begging, that e-begging, and oh, look at this, and I've got a present from so and so. Somebody sent me a package, you know, and they're just wanting more and more and more, and I'm just like, come on, you know. And you know, super chats. Remember when super chats were $300, $300, and they get them over and over and over again. I've seen people get thousands of dollars in a chat that wasn't worth a shit. Now it's $2, $5. People are learning their lesson finally. Oh my Lord. Yeah, Pirate is sweet. She is one of the sweetest, most generous people. I mean, she would give you the shirt off her back, no shit. But yeah, it's sweet. Yeah, it's a lot. You have to take notes. That's why I just rather get up here and talk, cook. I'll talk about things that are important to me and important to people that I get asked. I get asked a lot of questions, and they'll say, some people say, would you talk about this on your next stream? Some people say, will you not talk about this and just answer me privately? And I do that. You know, I'm no one's therapist on here. I'm not your therapist. I'm your friend who happens to be a psychologist. But yeah, there's no, I don't do that. You know, if I talk to you as a friend, and I make that very clear. Angie J, you're very right. And I think it's because the competition. Don't you? I mean, look at the competition between the channels. Nobody's making what they were. And when did it start? A year ago? March last year, $13,000, I believe is the correct amount, was raised for a member of our community who needed chemotherapy medication and who passed away. May she rest in peace. Then we had other auctions and fundraisers and things for people. And thousands of dollars were raised. Saved one woman's vision, got her a mic. I bought the mic. Got her a laptop. More gifts were given. 2 years ago, a year before that, super chats were PayPal, or not PayPal, but YouTube was not taking a huge amount out of a super chat. Like, you get a super chat and you get to keep most of it. Like, I think they took 10%. Now they're taking what, 40, 38%, 40%. That's why nobody wants super chats anymore. They want PayPals. You send it as friends and family, and you get all of it. You don't get any. PayPal doesn't take anything away from you. And that's the thing. You know, people are scrambling for their money. They aren't wanting to go get a job when they can sit on YouTube for hours. I don't need any money. I don't ask for any money. I mean, I get the AdSense I get and all of that. I mean, it's very little. So it's okay. But that's why things are getting mean. And a lot of people have left because it was so mean. I mean, there are some people that I haven't seen in a year in any chat. And I go lurk everywhere. You know how we lurkers are. I go places and I lurk, and, you know, I don't say a word. So nobody knows I'm in there. But, yeah, I miss a lot of the people that used to be regulars in all the chats. I do, because they were nice people. They were good people. And I don't have their phone numbers, and they're not even on Twitter anymore. They left altogether. Yeah. Yes, it's my West Virginia bourbon, my Gatorade. This is, oh, by the way, I need a sponsorship, Gatorade. I swear to God, I'll tag Gatorade. I drink enough of this shit to where I need a sponsorship. It is awesome. Has 0 calories. There's 0 sugar in it, but it's just a tinge sweet. It's like, it doesn't dry your mouth out, and it's delicious, and it keeps my electrolytes up and keeps me hydrated. You can't sleep, Lisa. Angie, I am such a lurker. I lurk everywhere. You'd be surprised at places I go. Woo! I go into all sorts of communities. Okay, my meatballs should be done. My meatballs bring the boys to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours. Tell me that don't look good. Wait a minute, let me get this. Oh my God, my stove is gonna be a pain in the ass to clean. Look at that. Tell me that don't look good. Oh my God. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. This house is so soundproof. My husband's dead to the world. But I bet you one thing. I bet in the morning he's like, where's that sauce? Makes me happy. Okay, let me go get another bowl. Please. Oh, I think this is going to be, do I have a big enough bowl? Oh, shit. I'll have to use my mixer. Well, let's use the mixing bowl. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. All right, I'm going to take the pot off the stove. Let me get this. Oh, it's heavy. my God, that looks so good. All right, let's cook some more meatballs. We're almost done with the meatball. And you've all been here since the beginning. Some of you have. Suey has. Started out with me. I'm so glad I got an apron on. Started out with me making sauce. And then making the meatballs. We made everything from scratch here tonight. The only thing that we've used in a can is paste. Tomato paste. And the diced tomatoes. And tomato juice. But everything else we've done, we've made it our own. I think, I don't know how many I can get in here. But this will be a lot of happy meals. This is what I call a happy meal. Right? Not a cheap, greasy little old burger. Shit, there's more. I bet you there's more meat in one of these meatballs than there is in one of those Happy Meal cheeseburgers. And that's what we want. We want the proteins. And you know what? If you paid attention, there's no oil in this. None. Carbs from tomatoes. Yes. A little bit of sugar. Yes. But if you are on a diet and you're watching everything you put in your body, which you should anyway every day, this is what you want to eat. Things like this. You don't want heavy sauces, you want light sauces. And this definitely is a beautiful light sauce. If you want just the sauce, you don't want to, say you're vegetarian, you can eat this. Okay, I have to make it vegetarian for my daughter. And she has to take a Benadryl first because she's allergic to tomatoes. But anywho, okay. I think that's enough in there. And I am turning this completely off. And I'm going to slide it to the back so it can cool. Because that eye will be hot for a while. And we'll just let those suckers cook. How cool is that? And I've made such a mess. That's all right. I'll just get out of this rag. I'm going to start wiping. Might as well while the meatballs are cooking, right? Now, we'll have to mop. Of course. And my mother mopped after every supper. Every night she mopped the kitchen. My grandmother, both grandmothers did too. It was a ritual. And I like that. I like to do that. I like to know that my floor's clean, especially because I have dogs. And when you have dogs, you know, you vacuum more. I'm going to have to get some good soapy water and a little scrub brush action to this, but that's a little bit. When you have dogs, you vacuum a lot. You clean your carpets a lot. You clean our carpets a lot because they just track, you know, and they're in and out. They got to go potty. You can't blame a dog for what they are. And if you're going to have an animal, then you're responsible for cleaning up after it, especially if you have white carpet like I do. Anyway, so I like after I cook, each time I cook dinner, to have to mop the floor. And sometimes, most of the time my husband does it. Sometimes I do it. But I know what hubby's eating for lunch tomorrow. Oh, you damn sure. And dinner. He may have pasta for dinner, but then for lunch tomorrow he'll probably have meatballs on a sandwich. He likes that. I don't believe that that's happening, Emily Marie. You're kind of hanging on to this thing, Emily Marie. I said that we could talk in DMs, and I've said that I remember the comment. It wasn't directed at me. And Pert is my friend. And, you know, she's someone, I mod for her, she mods for me. I trust her judgment. And I'm sorry if you feel like she was rude to you, but I'm not losing subs and friends because of Pert. Let me tell you, she has stood by me when everybody else was believing lies told. But well, everybody's found out now that she's a bullshit artist. But it was started by Amber Rose that, oh my God, I'm a life coach and I've had 6 weeks of an online thing. Let me tell you, that started, and then I gave a DM to somebody who asked me for it, and I had permission to give it from the person who received it, and I was getting raked over the coals. Pirate was the one who came to my defense. She and her sister Rainbow are the ones who stood up for me, along with Steve and the rest of, and Lisa and Steve-O and the rest of my moms. So, you know, no, there's no flipping. I don't know what you're trying to do. Well, actually, I kind of do. But if you feel like it was rude and that, you know, you don't want to be here, fine. That's okay. Not everybody likes everybody else. But, you know, I'm not going to say that Pirate was rude to you when she was speaking about someone else. And then you jumped in. Okay? So let's drop it. All right? I really appreciate it. Because I'd like to move on to other things. You know, if you've got a problem with Pirate, then okay. Fine, don't go to her channel, and if you don't want to see her, she's always going to be my mind. Sorry, not sorry. Bye, Emily. No need for a big exit speech. Wait a minute, my phone's blowing up. Hang on. No, Lisa, I've got the same number. Yeah, Steve, I believe she's a troll. You know what? There are people that come out of nowhere, and it's an odd name. I've never seen her in here before, but she wants to fuck with me and my friends. No, not gonna happen. Emily, bye. She said, you know what? I'm done with this shit. Bye. There. Adios. See ya. Hasta la vista. People don't understand. You're not going to, you know, I don't care. I don't care if Pirate told you to go fuck yourself flying sideways. She's still going to be my mom. I don't care. She is, I will ride or die. You know, she's an honest friend and she's a damn good friend. And I'm, you know, I don't know who that Emily Marie is. It's probably Amber Rose. God knows. She's a fucking troll. Idiot. Sweet, sweet. I love you. Yes, thank you. You know, that's the thing. Why bother? You know, have I ever, and you don't have to tell me this, have I ever swayed when I'm a friend? Have I ever said, oh, well, they're my friend, but I guess I better go take some stranger's side over theirs? Well, I'm your friend, I'm your friend. And I tell you what, you know, I got fucked over by some friends early summer. No going back. No going back. I am your friend and I will stick by you 100%. And that's the way my friends are. And I am blessed to have the people in my life that I do. So somebody like that coming in doesn't have a shot. You know, we've been through nukes, right? Stewie saying Irish Steve-O. Yeah, Lisa, Steve, we've been through nuclear war on this shit. So, you know, Pirate is damn good people. I love you, Lisa. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't go, you know, that's the thing. I don't go into other people's chats and say, oh, your mom was mean to me. Take the revenge. Why would I do that in somebody else's chat? Carlos, what are you doing? Watch your new video. What's it about? I don't know which Carlos you are. I don't know, Carlos. I don't know if I should trust you. You might be mean. You might say ugly things. Elvis? Is that Elvis? I'm going to see. I'm going to bring it up on my great big new phone. This thing's so big, it's funny. Okay. Love you, Lisa. Okay, let's see. Carlos, you and your little friend. I am going to my channel and my live stream. That look big. I don't even care. All right, Carlos, where are you? Go to channel. Elvis Travels the Woodsman Trailer. Is that what you're talking about, Carlos? Elvis Travels the Woodsman Trailer? I don't know. How'd you get 507 people? So you crazy bastard. I'll watch it as soon as I'm done. Okay? I am so glad. I'm going to say this flat out. Amber did us a great service when she introduced all of us to the boy. Now, granted, some of the boy, okay. But that's okay. Some of the drama. Some of the cooking. Some of the support. But Amber did us a great service when she introduced us to the boy. And I have thoroughly enjoyed Tucker and Rosie and, oh my God, Carlos. So many people. And, you know, I love branching out. I love finding different channels to look at and different personalities to enjoy. Yeah. I just asked it if somebody's been, you know, doing things that I'm like, I just go. That's why I don't watch Elvis. That's a lot of times why I don't watch, you know, if Rosie's got Bergs or Elvis on, I don't watch. Because they irritate me. They're disrespectful. So I'll leave. I don't sit there and make a big, huge deal about it. You know, Vinny G, when he's being the funny guy and not trying to be the tough guy, and he's just playing music and he's bouncing around and he's, you know, he's having fun. Yeah, I'll stay and watch. You know, but when he's got people screaming or he's trying to act like he's a mafioso or whatever, and the moo shit was dumb. You got Vinny, you got fucked. Vinny, they got you to buy a moo. She picked it out. She bought the moo. You had on lipstick and a shower cap. You wore that moo how many days? And you know what you got for it? Nothing. They screwed you over. They didn't even pay attention to it. You realize that? They trolled you. Vinny, you've been in this game too long to fall for that shit. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If I had been in that park with my kids and some guy was standing out there all hairy and greasy with no shirt on, looking like a big old perv, I'd have called the cops too. Wouldn't you? I mean, seriously. There are many Carloses. Apparently, the people of the boy, they all have a Carlos Rodriguez resurrected. Carlos Martinez, excuse me. Carlos Martinez resurrected. And they all have different troll accounts and they go run a troll. But it's, I mean, that's just something that they do. I think it's funny. And, I'm calling the cops. Hell yeah. If I had kids playing in the park and I saw some guy over there looking at them or, you know, with a video camera or just a camera, oh, hell, you know I'd be calling the boys in blue. You know it. Oh, my Lord. Especially when you're not a daughter, you know, because I raised a daughter and I was like fierce. I was like Tiger Mom. So, I could look at my kid. This is funny. You know your kids have discipline when you can look at them across the store and go, and they go, dude was, yeah, that was creepy, Irish Steve. Oh, that was just creepy as hell. Ooh, ooh, no. But yeah, I could look at my kid and go, she knew. And funniest thing, and you can do this, any woman can do this, when you've got a kid or not, because I've done it, I don't know how many times. Go into a Walmart or grocery store or some kind of place like that, like a store, and where there's parents and kids, and go, ah, and watch every kid go. Because I would do that to my daughter to get her to stop whatever she was doing. Apparently every parent does that. And she would straighten up, but every other kid would too, and all the parents would go, thanks. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my God. Oh, I'm calling the cops. You go to a park and it's aimed where kids play without kids. Shit, suspect. Fucking A! Oh my God. No, 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 no. And you know what? When mine was young, I had a group of women that I had gone to school with that I'd known most of my life. We all had kids the same age. And we would babysit each other's kids. We trusted each other, you know, but we had literally known each other since kindergarten. I mean, there were like 7 of us. We all had kids, and all our kids played together. Our kids are all still friends. You know, that's the coolest part. When my daughter comes home, when she was living in another state, and you know, and she's come back once since she was in Mexico, and she goes and sees the same kids that she played with, and that I knew their moms since kindergarten. That weed from last night was fire. Smoke break. Shut up, Stewie. You're making us all jealous. I wish we could relax and go to sleep. Well, I'm getting my card when it's legalized, and they're making it legal. I need you gotta go. My doctor's already said he'd give it to me. He's already like, yeah, you're gonna, because they don't do. There's no pain meds work for fibromyalgia, and for the RA it helps too, relaxes you. So might as well. Okay, this is the last of my meatballs. So what I'm gonna do, oh God, this trigger finger is killing me. That's from low magnesium and low potassium. And that's what makes my fingers do that. Come to Houston. Oh, honey, I'd love to come to Houston. I have friends in Houston. Oh, and I got you in Houston. And who else is in Houston? Is Monique in Houston? I don't know which part of the state she's in, but oh, honey, I'd love to. We may travel that way. And I tell you what, if we take off traveling, because we love to drive and like go visit different places, and we're always taking off somewhere. Y'all don't know it because I'm still on YouTube talking. I just don't show anything. But if I come to Texas, you know my ass is going to be in Houston, and you know I'm going to be calling you up and go, hey, yo, what's your address? I'm coming. Oh, exactly. Well, you and Stewie need to talk. You're in Ohio. Oh, listen, honey, I go to Ohio. You know who I would say just to do it? I go by and see. I'd call her first. I'm sure everybody and her brother's got her number except me. But I would call her first, and I'd go see Mama Bear and Rebecca just to see. I'd ask to come by their house, and I'd do it on live stream. And I'd say, "This is Mama Bear's meeting Mama Bear." How cool would that be? Can you imagine? That'd be awesome. We have sleet and freezing rain. Oh shit! What do we got? Let me get my glasses. Those meatballs about done. Oh crap. Weather underground. No wonder I have been hurting. The barometric pressure is doing crazy things. And we've got rain. Rain and wind. The pressure an hour ago, I was hurting, and I took some Excedrin when I slipped over that way. Yeah, it was at 100%. Look how fat between my knuckles gets all fat. Yeah. And we have sleet and snow. Oh, aren't we lucky? Fuck beans. Don't you hate when you order something and you've got USPS tracking, it's supposed to be 2 days, and you're sitting here watching it and they're like, currently awaiting package. How long does it take to take something out and put it in the post? It drives me crazy. I can't watch the tracking, honestly. I get like really tense and nervous. Do y'all do that? You're getting snow later today. Shit. We're going to have so that's one of the reasons that I'm up is because the Excedrin migraine has caffeine in it. And I don't drink, and y'all know I don't drink a lot of caffeine. I'm big on Gatorade. I'll drink a Diet Coke once in a while, but it's the Gatorade that keeps me going. And it's got caffeine in it, and it just keeps me awake. So that's why I was like, well, I'm going to be cooking tonight because I am not stopping the meds because my hands are ridiculous. My wedding set won't even come off, so that's why I don't have a ring on this finger. That because I know it pisses Lucy off. Even though she saw me take my ring off. Oh well, fuck her. She's got bigger problems than me to worry about. All right, this is done. This is cooling. I think it's pretty much cold. No, it's still cooling. It's going to take probably another couple hours for all of this to cool. And I've got bowls everywhere. I've got 1, 2, 3 bowls. This pot and this one. And they'll all be put in bags. As soon as they completely cool down, they have to cool to room temperature. Then they'll be put in hefty bags and mailed to the people that gave me their address. Steve Yoakum, you need to send me your address. Text me. Do I have yours? But, you're jealous. You want a really good snow. You know, we get snows here. Auntie Jay, where are you exactly? You're in Ohio too, aren't you? Where are you? Why can't I remember? But we get snows. We'll get like 3 or 4 inches, and then it'll melt. And then we'll get feet because I'm on top of a mountain. And like at the bottom of the mountain, they'll have a couple inches. And up here, we'll have like a couple feet. So it's ridiculous. But that's life. And I love my home and I love my mountain. You're in Charlotte. Oh, okay. You're close to Morgantown. Oh, okay. So Steve Yoakum's probably getting the same way you are. He's up there. I have friends in Charlotte. Angie, you need to come to Charleston, you and Steve Yoakum, and we will come up and I'll meet in Charleston and go out to dinner or something. That would be so much fun. I love meeting people. And yes, I'm just as fat in person as I am on camera. Oh, my knees are bothering me. These meatballs are going to be so good. My husband loves these. And it makes me happy to make them. Okay, well, we've got 29 watching. How did I keep 29 people in here at this hour? It's 3 in the morning. Steve is to the west. Yeah, well, he said that he could get his sister to drive him down, like to the mall or something. We could all meet up, and then we could go, I don't know, Red Lobster or Charlie, something like that. It doesn't have to be something real expensive. And I would just love to visit. I love meeting people. I love meeting new people and meeting people that I've known from online. And You know, it's just, that's the fun of this. If, you know, and I've been doing this since we started having chat rooms. I started meeting, you know, we would like have a group that meet up in a public place, you know, and because at first, you know, everybody's a scary internet, blah, blah, blah. But we were all in our 30s, some in their 40s, and we meet up. Shit, we'd have birthday parties. We drive wherever, and that's the fun of this. If you're going to meet somebody, meet them in person too. Talk online, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I would love to meet you in person, my lovely child. And I'm going to go to Houston and meet Stewie and let him smoke me up. Oh, Lord. Y'all know I'm kidding. Foodies and shit flying around YouTube. You know it. Speaking of, I'm going to make me a triple meat sandwich and go to bed. Night all. Beth, take care. Thank you. Steve-O, I hope your back is better. I hope, listen, put ice on it. Ice, then heat, then ice, and take you some ibuprofen or something, okay? And I hope your back feels better soon. And I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be on, you know where I'll be, you know where to catch me. And much love and meatballs to everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Good night, everyone.